And
week.
we're live.
Hello, Internet.
Oh my god. I'm on the internet again. It's been years.
It's been years.
I'm a little bit overdriven. I need to bring it down some. That's probably going to be better.
Being driven is a good thing.
I have only been keeping up with two shows from this season, and one of them we didn't cover because it's Fate.
I love it. It's like just because it's fate.
I love Fate.
I plan at some point to watch Hiroaka, but I want to make sure we get like actual podcast shows done first, and then I'll go to that one. I actually just finished the Fate Stay Night, the visual novel. Just the first path. I haven't played Unlimited Blade Works yet, but it was pretty good. Pretty solid.
Is the default or the first path in that, is that Saber?
Yes.
Okay. I assumed so because the Stay Night anime is Saber's path, and Unlimited Blade Works is better.
Yeah, I don't know what the other ones are like, but I think the impression I got from Saber's path is it kind of felt like very straightforward. Like it was solid, it was good, but it also just kind of felt like a very sort of generic story in a way.
I am inclined to agree.
And so what I'm hoping is that like when I go through the other two branches, it's going to sort of come across as a we gave you the generic, so now we can mix it up or something like that. So the contrast might serve some purpose, but we'll see.
Oh, you're playing the visual novel though, so you're gonna miss out on the dolphins.
The dolphins.
Dolphins, yep.
I don't know what that is.
So I won't say which one, not that it really matters. But in one of the paths, Shiro ends up actually having sex with one of the girls. And so in the anime adaptation, they just cut to a random scene of dolphins swimming. Like it's getting steamy in bed and then dolphins.
I guess they're using dolphins as the visual metaphor.
Yeah, I guess. Like, all right, I guess.
Okay.
All right, shall we get started?
I'm down.
I wonder how that would look in storyboarding. Just like, and then we cut to dolphins. What? Why?
I don't worry about storyboarding so much as like how that would look in the script.
Yeah, right. Cut to dolphins. I'm sorry. Why are we cutting to dolphins? Because dolphins fuck. What?
I mean, it's true.
Welcome to AniFiles, episode 81. This is our very special anime of the season tournament arc, but also it's our even more special anime of the year tournament arc.
Got kind of choked up there.
I pressed the button and it didn't do anything. That's oh dear.
Oh no, that's
coming to you live on Twitch. These things happen.
Hello?
Hello.
Okay, well, I guess we just don't have any drop-ins today. That's fun.
Sorry, if I weren't, I brought the stuff to try and set up a second machine to do drops from, like I had the little mixer and everything. The problem is I couldn't get it to work, and I didn't have enough time to troubleshoot everything. So it's, I don't have it.
So in case y'all didn't notice, this is Dean. Dean
Yeah, hi, I'm back.
I'm Ryan, and with us we have Chris.
Hello.
And Dean.
Hi.
And I updated the Go XLR firmware, and they broke everything because they don't know how to make software.
Yay.
Do they make a custom firmware for that?
Yeah. Nope. Even if I remove the sample and re-add it, it's just fucking broken.
Oh no, I mean, like, is there like an open source custom firmware for it?
Oh, open source? No. Nope.
That's upsetting.
Yep.
I mean, in a similar
anyways, because if we're doing the tournament arc and we're not doing like the round robin tournament arc, so we don't even have any drop-ins. But you know what I didn't remember to add is the videos. Whoops. So
you came along as our AniFiles.
Bye.
I'm gonna mute that, and you guys can just watch this video from last season.
duct tape and bale and wire episode.
Man, I remembered to add the scene for all of the different actual tournament brackets. This is what I want. And that.
So Dean, and how did finals go?
Well, I will not have my grades until the new year for most of the classes. I got my grade back for my legal research and writing class, which, by the way, as somebody who considers himself to be a pretty solid writer, that class is fucking hard. Because legal writing is its own thing, and it has its own special citation manual. It's about this thick. And in Texas, you have 2 citation manuals because Texas has a weird court system. And so you have another, like what's called the Green Book. That's also about that thick. So the citation manuals are about like that. And it's you have to learn a new citation system, and you have to learn a new way of writing. It is entirely new. It is not like any research writing I've ever done before. And I've done a lot of research writing. Political science student. Hey. So it is its own beast. And terrifying. But I got a B-, so hey.
Not bad. Not bad.
Not bad.
Okay, I have the videos fixed, so we're gonna start off with the AniFiles worst anime of fall 2019.
As our AniFiles hosts and guests review the first episode of every new anime of the season. Now, the 6 shows that we least wanted to watch will battle for a dubious title in our AniFiles worst of the season tournament. This double elimination contest has been seeded based on each show's performance in the group stage. In each matchup, we'll vote for which of 2 shows we'd rather watch, with the loser advancing to the next round. The show that falls behind all others will be named the AniFiles worst anime of the season. Nothing personal. Our hosts will be forced to watch the entire season of the show that takes first place. Let's meet the field. The 6th seed and wild card, Africa Salaryman. The 5th seed from Group B, Stand My Heroes, Piece of Truth. The 4th seed from Group A, Ascendants of a Bookworm. The 3 seed from Group D, Special 7, Special Crime Investigation Unit. The 2 seed from Group E, Tenka Hyakken, Meishikan Eyokoso. And the 1 seed from Group C, Shin Shuka Ichiban. Unfortunately for our hosts, it's time for the tournament to begin. Listeners, are you ready?
All right. That's the scene I want. Worst anime of the season. What's our first matchup, Chris?
All right, so just to give you a little bit of context, if you've not been to one of our tournament arcs before, during the group stage, we just say which show we're voting for. During the official tournament arcs brackets, to not influence each other, we hold up cards with a 1 or 2 on them. That way, our votes are blind and not, as I said, influenced by one another. So our fall worst of the season tournament bracket will kick off right now. In round 1, matchup number 1, we have our 4 seed Ascendance of a Bookworm versus our 5 seed Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth. Which of these 2 shows would you rather watch?
Stand My Heroes is the Otome, right? Yeah.
Yes. So 1 for Ascendance of a Bookworm and 2 for Stand My Heroes.
Fuck. Okay.
Dean's getting situated.
This is the only place that I can be like straight on with the camera and stuff, but also have an Ethernet connection to the router. Like this is the only spot in this room. So I'm, oh my God. Okay. All right. It was Stand and which other one?
Ascendance of a Bookworm.
So 1 for Bookworm and 2 for Stand.
Yeah, this one took some thought on my
Okay, I think I know what I'd rather watch.
All right. And reveal. Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Ascendance of a Bookworm.
Same.
All right, it is unanimous. Ascendance of a Bookworm has won 3-0, which means that Stand My Heroes is the loser and will advance.
Oh yeah, we boy howdy is this tournament logic weird. So for the losers bracket, we still vote which one we would rather watch, and the loser advances.
The loser advances. So the goal being that the one that we would least like to watch compared to the other anime on the list is the one that we have to watch.
Indeed. Alrighty, round 1, matchup number 2, we have our 3 seed Special 7 Special Crime Investigation Unit versus our 6 seed Africa Salaryman. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Special 7 and 2 if you'd rather watch Africa Salaryman.
This decision is much easier for me.
All right.
Okay.
And reveal.
Special
Africa
7.
Salaryman.
Wow.
All right, so that's 2 in favor of Africa Salaryman, 1 in favor of Special 7, which means that Special 7 advances to the next round.
See, the thing for me is that, like, with a little bit of effort, I could get myself in the mindset to, like, hate watch Special 7.
Sure.
Africa Salaryman is just going to be grating and boring to me.
Yeah. All right, round 2, matchup number 1. We start to bring in our buys. So we have our 1 seed Shinjuku Ichiban versus our 5 seed Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Shinjuku Ichiban, and 2 if you'd rather watch Stand My Heroes.
Easy clap.
Can you refresh my recollection on Shinjuku Ichiban?
That is the cooking show. So I don't know if you've ever seen Food Wars.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I got
An
you.
excess of.
Yep.
This is how I eat.
Some people hate mouth sounds, so that'll be fun to listen to.
Oh yeah, I definitely have misophonia. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Decision.
Yeah, I believe so.
And I'm sorry, what was Shinjuku Ichiban against?
Stand My Heroes.
Stand My Heroes. Oh wow.
The Cop Otome.
This is
Yeah.
a really tough decision.
Cop Otome.
Yeah, right. I think everything with a cop in this bracket is cop.
Oh, excuse me. The Cop Otome. The Danmachi mobile game I play, they recently transferred. Ownership isn't quite the right term, but the company that's doing the English version of the game, it's no longer Crunchyroll Games, who did a fantastic job. Crunchyroll did great. It's now Right Flyer Studios, and Right Flyer Studios doesn't know how quotes work.
Is that like, okay, so would that be like another, perhaps not Japanese, but an overseas port farm that's doing that?
I probably.
Because if they don't seem to understand how English works, I mean,
I assume so. The translations are awful, and the quotes is only one of the grievances I have.
it's probably another overseas port farm that's not native English speaking.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, hold up.
I have selected mine.
Ichi, if you want to watch Ichiban, and Ni, if you want to watch Piece of Truth.
Okay.
And reveal. Stand My Heroes.
Stand My Heroes.
Really?
Yes.
No, I disagree, but okay.
I mean, fair. It was not an easy decision.
It was
But
pretty
it's
easy for
2-1.
me.
Yeah. 2-1 in favor of Stand My Heroes. 1 in favor of Shinjuku Ichiban, which means that Shinjuku Ichiban advances to the next round. All right, round 2, matchup number 2. We have our second bye coming in with our 2-seed Tinka Hyakken Meijikan e Yokoso versus our 3-seed Special 7 Special Crime Investigation Unit.
Okay, you're gonna have to refresh me on the first one again.
Yes, Tinka Hyakken is sword girls from the Meiji area dressed up as maids, and sneezing and breaking
glass.
That's one I didn't see.
Mhm.
That's one I did not have the opportunity to watch.
Gotcha. Well, just based on the pitch versus that and Special 7, which
And
I forget.
Special 7. Yeah, I did see Special 7 back
Cool.
when I thought I was gonna get to watch all of them. That's the first one I watched. So, boy, was that garbage.
That's why. It's in
Bear in mind that Hyakken is a short too. So
yeah.
So 1 for Tinka Hyakken and 2 for Special 7. Good to go, Dean.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I'm good.
Okay, cool. And reveal. Tinka Hyakken.
Tenka Hyakken.
Same.
All right, so that's 3-0 in favor of Tinka Hyakken, which means that Special 7 will advance. All right, we now have filled in our losers round 1. So this is the bottom bracket of the losers bracket. That's nice and confusing. Don't worry about it.
Lower bracket of the worst anime tournament.
Yes, which means that these are the shows that we would probably rather watch comparatively. So, losers round 1, matchup number 1. We have our 2-seed Tinka Hyakken versus our 4-seed Ascendants of a Bookworm. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Tinka Hyakken, and 2 if you'd rather watch Bookworm. All right, and reveal. Ascendants of a Bookworm.
Tenka Hyakken.
All right, so we have.
Sorry, my mute button is not. If I don't hit it straight, it doesn't work.
So we have 2 in favor of Tinka Hyakken, 1 in favor of Bookworm, which means that Bookworm will advance. Or no, rather, wait, hang on. Yes, that is correct.
Mm-hmm. I feel like of everything in this tournament, those were the 2 least egregious examples. Yeah. And Tenki Hyakken, for me, is more watchable purely on its merits of being a short.
I feel that.
And also, if I recall correctly, it wasn't unfunny. It wasn't
funny.
Right.
Yeah.
It was tolerable, is what it was.
Yeah.
Actually, what bothered me about it most was the way that they were like switching between art styles and would like mix art styles in the same shot and like have like the weird pop-ups, and it was just Anyway, losers round 1, matchup number 2. We have our 5-seed Stand My Heroes versus our 6-seed Africa Salaryman. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Stand My Heroes, and 2 if you'd rather watch Africa Salaryman.
Fuck.
And reveal. Africa Salaryman.
Stand My Heroes.
Africa Salaryman.
All right. So we have 2 in favor of Africa Salaryman, 1 in favor of Stand My Heroes, which means that Stand My Heroes will advance. And so we have now eliminated from the losers bracket Tinka Hyakin and Africa Salaryman.
Now, to be fair, I did not get the opportunity to watch Africa Salaryman, but from everything you said, it just sounds boring. Stand My Heroes was shithouse garbage that was hard to watch. I'll take boring over that.
Sure, yeah. And I mean, Africa Salaryman, like, while it wasn't funny, it was at least trying to be. And so, like, you can kind of just, like, roll with it.
Yeah.
But now we move on to losers round 2. So we have our 4 seed Ascendants of a Bookworm versus our 5 seed Stand My Heroes. Hold up 1 for Bookworm and 2 for Stand My Heroes.
Easy choice.
Yeah.
And reveal Bookworm.
Bookworm.
All right, that's 3-0 in favor of Bookworm, which means that Stand My Heroes will advance and Bookworm is eliminated from the losers bracket. Bookworm wasn't a bad show, and it's got some good ideas. It just was boring. And
I think it was also in a strong bracket, a relatively strong.
I think that's
bracket.
correct. Yeah. So yeah, nothing too bad about Bookworm. But now we move up to our semifinal matchup. In our upper bracket, we have our 1 seed Shinchuka Ichiban versus our 3 seed Special 7. Hold up 1 for Ichiban and 2 for Special 7.
This is easy clap for me.
Oh man,
I didn't hate Ichiban as much as you guys did.
I mean,
No,
I didn't hate it
especially
either.
not
Like,
as much as Ryan did.
I mean, I said during my review of it, or our review of it, that like I thought it was a solid show. It just was definitely not my kind of show. So all right, and reveal Special 7.
Shinchuka.
Really?
Right.
Yep.
2 in favor of Shinchuka Ichiban, 1 in favor of Special 7, which means that Special 7 will advance.
I am a little bit surprised by that, Ryan. I would have expected you to be harder on Ichiban than because Special 7. It seems like Ichiban would be a show that you wouldn't be able to sit down and watch, whereas Special 7 is a hate watch. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We are fickle people.
We are fickle. That is true. We are fickle judges. We are, as the gods of the Greek myths, upon Mount Olympus, we judge our anime.
I don't know that I can really justify
it.
At this point, it was just kind of gut feeling.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we now follow Shinchuka Ichiban down into the losers bracket, where it's going to face off against our 5 seed Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Ichiban, and 2 if you'd rather watch Piece of Truth.
I'm not aggravated because this is hard for me. I'm aggravated because I know where this is going now.
We know what's about to happen.
Yeah.
Fuck. Hey,
Oh man,
really?
This is actually a tough decision.
We literally just made this decision, and coming back to it, I'm like, oh, do I really still feel this way?
Yeah.
You know what? I think yep, okay.
I
have made my decision.
So have I.
Have the wind shifted?
And reveal Piece of Truth.
Piece of Truth.
Really?
All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of Piece of Truth, which means that Shinchuka Ichiban will advance, and Piece of Truth, surprisingly, is actually eliminated from the losers bracket.
Maybe Ichiban ends up being what we have to watch, and I don't feel too bad about it.
Yeah, if we actually like have one that like we have to watch just because like we didn't want to, but it's not terrible, that might not be the worst outcome. Who knows? We'll see. But that brings us, friends, to our grand finals matchup of the losers bracket for fall. So we have our 3 seed Special 7 Special Crime Investigation Unit versus our 1 seed Shinchuka Ichiban. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Special 7, and 2 if you'd rather watch Ichiban.
These two haven't been matched up together yet, have they?
Yeah, literally last round.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were.
Of course.
But does this change though, knowing that one's coming up from the losers bracket, and 2 that this is the final decision? We've done this before, and it's like I honestly don't know if it's going to be the same result. I mean, I think it tends to be, but I'm thinking about it, and I'm not sure which one I want to watch.
What I try to do is like I really try to stay consistent because I don't want to let the knowledge that I have to watch the worst anime of the season change my answer.
Agreed. Yeah, no, we've always established that with ourselves since we started doing this. That just like be honest, because you never know if someone else is getting in their own head and trying to psych people out, and then we end up with a weird result. So
for me, it's like, could I actually physically watch Shinchuka Ichiban?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so
I know you have your own reasons for hating it too. Like as a fan of Food Wars, like
yeah,
you have your own reasons for hating Ichiban as much as you do, and we have never pretended like our decision about what's the worst of the season is objective. So
oh yeah, no, it's always subjective.
Allowed to make decisions based upon that.
Yeah.
But so when I made my decision last round, I was like, I could probably sit down and watch Shinchuka, and I really don't want to put up with the just edgy bullshit that is Special 7. But then I made my decision, and Dean asked me about it, and I'm like, God, really? Do I actually feel that way?
I'm thinking about, like, if I had to go right now and put one of these on, which one would I rather watch? And I think I have my answer.
Yeah. Me too.
All right. Reveal. Special 7.
Special 7.
Unanimous.
Changed our answers. I think this is the first time we've ever changed our answers on one of these rounds.
I think you might be right. All right, so that is 3-0 in favor of Special 7.
But that's
result would have been the same.
It doesn't matter. It would have been the same thing.
I can change your vote, Dean, if you want, just for the record.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Because it doesn't change the result. I would have rather watched Ichiban than Special 7. But
yeah, well, I think Ichiban will be a fine show. It's just that like the thought of watching more Ichiban just like bored me.
Yeah.
So. It's not entertaining. It's not entertaining. But
hopefully,
Special 7's like bleh.
What I'm kind of hoping, now that this has been confirmed as our as the show we will be watching this season as the winner of the losers bracket, what I'm hoping is that like what quality I saw in it will make it a redeemable watch.
And maybe it'll hit a stride at some point. Like maybe it'll hit a stride. I'm interested in the fact that a show like Shinchuka Ichiban, I know that it's going to be affected generally by how much Ryan specifically hated it.
Mm-hmm.
Which again, we've never pretended to be objective. I know it's been affected by that, but if a show of that caliber is what we think is the worst anime of the season, was it a strong season?
I think it was a fairly strong season, or at least it was a better average than some.
Sure, I guess it depends on how you define a strong season. I feel like the average was higher, but the best shows, like the greatest shows, were not up to par with our greatest shows from other seasons.
Mm-hmm.
It was more middling, but it seems like our worst shows were more bad because they were boring as opposed to being bad because they were conception.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. I agree with that.
Yeah.
However, in my mind, that doesn't, based on how I define a strong season, that doesn't make this a stronger season. Because
maybe it's kind of everything's advanced maybe toward the middle a little bit.
Yeah, and I weight the shows at the high end more.
because those are the ones that are worth watching.
Right.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Right. Yeah.
So I guess a middling season then, relatively middling season. But there are a couple of gems this season. There's actually a couple of shows that I'm really, really digging on this season.
Yep. Well, here are our final results from the fall 2019 losers bracket. So tied for 5th place, we have Tinka Hyakin, Meijikane Yokoso, and Africa Salaryman. In 4th place, we had Ascendance of a Bookworm. In 3rd place, we had Stand By Heroes, Piece of Truth. In 2nd place, we had Special 7, Special Crime Investigation Unit. And in 1st place, the show that we will be watching before our season recap, Shin Chuka Ichiban.
Let's see how Chris and I did on our predictions. Oh, God, I did.
Yeah,
Actually,
it went in
very 7 of 15.
It went a direction I didn't expect.
And I did better than Chris. That surprises me.
Yeah, I only got 4 out of 15, so.
Yeah, I actually didn't expect Chris to be as hard on Shinchuka. I expected that you guys to think that one was okay and knock it out pretty early.
Yeah, I mean, I was surprised by that too, honestly. I think it's just a day of thing, but like just maybe the mood I'm in right now, it's like I just cannot stomach the thought of watching Shinjuku Ichiban. So
there's that, but there's also, I mean, in the context of having watched everything available, and because the way that we do this is interesting because all the anime in a season are weighted against each other. And that's kind of the mindset that we go into it with. The best anime of the season is A+ 100 best anime of the season, and even if it's not a particularly great anime. So I think the mindset that the way that we do things creates is one where it's like weighting Shinchuka against other anime from its same season, weighting Shinchuka against something like No Gun Life, or something like that, where you know how good this can be, and a show like Shinchuka is just feels like a slog, compared to the way some of the anime this season appear to be.
I mean, what our show is ultimately about, what we're reviewing, how we score things, everything is just about like what would you want to watch, like. Here's the season of anime, assuming you're not going to go back and watch something from another season, what am I going to watch? And that's part of the question that this tournament arc answers. So, and Shinjuku was not one that I was going to watch.
Yeah, no, it wasn't for me either.
But now we are going to watch it, so.
Woo! Oh, God damn it.
All right.
It's just boring. It's just boring. For me personally, I don't have the same reasons for hating it as a fan of Food Wars might. So for me, it's just a boring watch.
And for me, it's just miserable misophonia hell.
Just a terrible bastardization of Food Wars plus mouth sounds.
Yeah. I wonder if there's any way to like find the frequency that those mouth sounds happen at, so that like Ryan, we can just like tweak your output settings. Like might be a little bit like
pass filter.
Might be a little bit like muffled and weird, but at least you can watch the show that way. All right. Well, I believe now it is time for a slightly more positive segment of the show.
It is.
Let me ask a question before we move on to that. I tried to open up the brackets and I'm getting a message that it's the bracket preview will be displayed when 2 more participants are registered.
That, yes, my friend, is the anime of the year bracket, not the anime of the season.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah, so those brackets will be populating during the break after this one, because we need to find our medalists for each of these brackets before we can put them into the
Okay, all right, that makes sense. It makes sense that you wouldn't populate those brackets before we know what the best anime of this season was.
Incidentally, I did try populating them with what we had so far, but it didn't save. So I'm just going to have to do that all at once.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right.
That works.
Well, here's this.
You came along as our AniFiles hosts and guests review the first episode of every new anime of the season. Now, the top 12 shows will battle for supremacy in our AniFiles Best of the Season tournament. This double elimination contest has been seeded based on each show's performance in the group stage. In each matchup, we'll vote for which of 2 shows we'd rather watch. with the winner advancing to the next round. The show that rises above all others will be named the AniFiles Anime of the Season. Our hosts will watch the entire season of the show that takes first place. Let's eat the field. The 12 seed and the wild card, After School Dice Club. The 11 seed and the wild card, Kandagawa Jet Girls. The 10 seed from Group B, Cautious Hero. The hero's overpowered but overly cautious. The 9 seed from Group A, Beastars. The 8 seed from Group E, Phantasy Star Online 2, Episode Oracle. The 7 seed from Group D, Welcome to Demon School, Arumaku. The 6th seed from Group C, Case File Number 221, Kabukicho. The 5 seed from Group C, Babylon. The 4 seed from Group A, Oreski, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me? The 3 seed from Group E, Kemonomichi, Rise Up. The 2 seed from Group D, No Guns Life. And the 1 seed from Group B, Azure Lane. Now, without further ado, it's time to kick things off. Listeners, are you ready?
All right.
All right, so our AniFiles Best of the Season Fall 29 Tournament Arc 2019 Tournament Arc kicks off now with round 1, matchup number 1. We have our 8 seed Phantasy Star Online 2 Episode Oracle versus our 9 seed Beastars. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Phantasy Star, and 2 if you'd rather watch Beastars.
Beastars was the furry drama club, right?
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Well, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, and reveal Beastars.
Beastars.
Fantasy Stars for Dean.
I wasn't very hot on Beastars, man.
I'm not sure if I was either, but between the two, I felt like that was the one that I probably want to see more of. But that is 2-1 in favor of Beastars, which means that Beastars will advance to the next round.
Yeah, looking back at the doc, I gave this thing a 1. Like,
I feel that. All right, round 1, matchup number 2. We have our 5 seed Babylon versus our 12 seed After School Dice Club. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Babylon, and 2 if you'd rather watch After School Dice Club.
all right, Babylon. Can you refresh me on Babylon?
That is the Tokyo Prosecutor's Office dealing with. Yeah.
Oh yes, I gave that a 4. Ooh, yes.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so what's it up against? I'm sorry, I'm not.
That is up against
After School Dice
School
Club.
And reveal Babylon.
Babylon.
All right, that's 3-0 in favor of Babylon. So Babylon
After
will
School
advance.
Dice Club was fine. It's just the cute girls doing game like tabletop gaming things, and like it's I don't think it's for me, but it's good. Like it's absolutely fine.
It was solid. Yep.
I didn't.
But Babylon was quite good. So
I didn't like really like it. It was fine. It was just like the best show in a week group.
That was a pretty weak group. Yeah,
That's what it looked like based on you guys' scores when I was looking at the doc.
Yep. All right. Well, round 1, matchup number 3. We have our 7 seed Welcome to Demon School, Arumakun, versus our 10 seed Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Hold up.
Man.
1 if you'd rather watch Arumakun, and 2 if you'd rather watch Cautious Hero. And reveal Arumakun.
Arumakun.
Yeah, man. I actually really liked that shit.
Yeah, I
That
really
was-
liked Arumakun. I did not really like Cautious Hero. It had some things going for it, but
There was a point about
It also
Arumakun that had I been on the episode, I would have brought up, which is that the voiceover exposition if you can even call it that, because it was executed super well. Like you have a character introduction, and it's almost like they just had a voiceover voice do the stuff instead of having a card intro. Like I was really impressed with that show, actually.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised by it. I went into it not expecting to like it, but it was quite good.
I wasn't expecting much either, and it blew me away, kind of based on my expectations.
All right. Well, our fourth and final matchup of round 1, we have our 6th seed, case file number 221, Kabukicho, versus our surprise wild card, the 11 seed, Kandagawa Jet Girls. This bullshit sneaking its way into the bracket. So hold up. 1, if you'd rather watch Kabukicho, and 2, if you'd rather watch Kandagawa Jet Girls. And reveal Kabukicho.
Kandagawa.
Kabukicho. Really?
I actually didn't really care for Kabukicho. Like, it was fine, but I didn't find it interesting. Like, Kandagawa Jet Girls is like, I would be watching it because it's cheesecake, but at least that's a reason to watch it.
Yeah.
Sure. All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of Kabukicho, which means that Kabukicho will advance to our next round. All right, round 2, matchup number 1, we start to bring in our buys. So we have our 1 seed, Azure Lane, versus our 9 seed, Beastars. Hold up, 1 if you'd rather watch Azure Lane, and 2 if you'd rather watch Beastars. Very different shows with very different reasons to watch.
Indeed.
And reveal. Azure Lane.
Azure Lane.
Yeah, that's a weird one for me because I definitely think the Beastars is the better show. But like you said, Ryan, it didn't super interest me. And so Azure Lane, like, I wasn't in love with the concept, but it's fun enough that like I could see myself watching.
It's fun. So. It seems like the cast of characters is going to be charming, and like for what they're doing, it's really good. Whereas
some decent action, yeah.
Like I said, Beastars just was a huge turnoff for me.
Yeah, I appreciated Beastars on a kind of like objective level, but definitely did.
Where it's like, this is obviously a good club anime that's really nice.
And full of drama, like, and yeah.
Yeah. For me, it was like, I don't give a fuck about these animals, and Zootopia is better.
All right. Well, matchup number 2 of round 2, we have our 4 seed, Oreski, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me, versus our 5 seed, Babylon. Hold up, 1 if you'd rather watch Oreski, and 2 if you'd rather watch Babylon.
Oh, geez.
This is a tough decision.
I like both of these shows, but the decision was not difficult for me. Interestingly.
Okay, I'm going to have to explain this one a little bit.
Just for my own edification, explain Oreski so I know I'm thinking of the right show.
Bench show.
Oreski,
come sit with me.
Yeah, Bench. It's the high school harem rom-com, except it turns out they're all in love with the main character's best friend, except for the one weirdo.
Yes, the one in the library.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I just remembered the library girl, and that made this whole thing difficult. Shit. Oh, no. And Babylon was the cop. Oh, man. And I think, okay, all right. God.
Well, the good news about the double elimination is that when 2 good shows face each other early, they have a chance to come back. So,
yeah.
But yeah, let's reveal Oreski.
Babylon.
All right, we have 2 in favor of Babylon and 1 in favor of Oreski, which means that Babylon will advance. So my reasoning here is that I've actually watched all that's available of Babylon, and I've also watched a little bit more of Oreski. So between the 2, kind of by default, the one that I want to keep watching is Oreski because I haven't finished it yet. But also, I think that was the one that I gravitated to first.
Yeah.
I watched a little bit of Areski and then just sort of binged all of Babylon and then continued Areski.
So for me, like I said, I like both these shows. Areski is right up my alley. I actually don't hate like the high school harem rom-com genre. It can be fun, and I really like how Areski subverted that. But we've been asking for like a political intrigue show forever, and Babylon fills that niche.
Very
And
true.
it was decent based on the first episode. So yeah, it just
I'm not mad at that. Alrighty, round 2, matchup number 3. We have our 2 seed No Guns Life versus our 7 seed Welcome to Demon School, Aruma-kun.
Oh shit!
Yeah, this is.
Oh no!
This bracket's getting tough quick. I like it.
Oh, this is awful!
Dean has to choose between Aruma-kun and Gundad. This is actually a really tough choice.
God damn it! Okay, fuck.
Yeah, okay. Are we ready to go? And reveal No Guns Life.
Demon School.
No Guns Life.
All right, that is 2 in favor of No Guns Life and 1 in favor of Demon School. So that means
There was only, of the 2, I really, really liked Demon School, but there was only one of those 2 shows I walked away with going, wow. Like,
and I wasn't even that wow about No Guns Life personally, but I definitely, between the 2, I'm more intrigued by where No Guns Life is going versus with Demon School. I kind of just expect more comedy, probably be really solid, just not anything particularly compelling.
But 65% of that wow is just the pure aesthetics and character design in the show. Jesus Christ, is that show beautiful?
Madhouse, right?
Yeah.
And Madhouse always, well, not always, but very often does really good stuff, at least really good looking stuff.
It's never surprising when you see an amazing looking show and then you see Madhouse. It's like oh, of course.
Yep, of course.
I agree that No Guns Life was amazing looking. My opinion of both of these shows is that they're like just above middle of the road. And Demon School is just more to my taste.
I think I was hotter on No Guns Life than.
Yeah, as a whole, like, No Guns Life seems solid, but it didn't strike me as like a really great show.
Fair.
Man, when the nun took off the habit, I was like, Jesus, this show knows me. we got an awesome daddy character with a revolver for freaking head, and it's just. Man,
the nun scene was like the one thing that really appealed to me in that show. Otherwise, it's like he's all right. He's got a gun for a head. Man,
I love that. I love that cheesy gumshoe noir shit, and to have the gumshoe noir shit with a guy with a revolver for a head who's constantly smoking. I'm just like, I love this.
I like it. Man. Just to talk about No Guns Life now. I like that he actually was smoking the cigarettes. It wasn't like some anime we've seen where like I think it was it Psychopaths that does this? Like he's got a cigarette lit and the cigarette never burns down. He just drops it.
It's just constantly the same length of a lit cigarette. There's also a lot of anime where you'll see a character put a cigarette in their mouth and then something happens where it has to drop out because I think it matters like whether or not they're actually smoking. But I really enjoyed watching this dude with a revolver for a head do gumshoe shit with a cigarette and just that trench coat and oh man, the gun when he does the fist gun and he just spins the cylinder and then it just like locks into place and it looks amazing and it feels powerful. Oh man, I love that show.
All right, well, we'll see what happens with No Guns Life as we proceed through the bracket.
Sorry about that diversion.
It's all good. This is why we have the tournament arc. So round 2, matchup number 4, we have our 3 seed coming in from the bye, Kimono Michi Rise Up versus our 6 seed case file number 221 Kabuki-cho.
Okay, can you refresh me on Kimono Michi? I'm sorry, it's been so long, and I've done finals since I watched it.
It's all good, dude.
It's the isekai where the main character is the sumo wrestler who really loves animals.
Oh no, that's one that I watched yesterday. Okay,
suplexes the princess because she wants him to fight animals.
Mm-hmm.
And he tames the Snurpers. Yeah, okay, I know what we're talking about now.
Alrighty, so hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Kimono Michi, and 2 if you'd rather watch case file number 221 Kabuki-cho. Oh. And reveal Kabuki-cho.
Kimono Michi.
Also Kabuki-cho. Okay. I really enjoyed Kimono Michi. I thought it was funny. It was dull at some points, but I was watching it and having fun, but then matching it up against shows that I enjoyed watching more. It's just...
Hey, Envy, what's up, my dude?
Envy, woo.
So Kimono Michi wasn't great, but I legitimately have no idea what you guys saw in Kabuki-cho. Like, I actually would put that show below average. I wasn't in love with Kabuki-cho.
I just was also very uninterested in Kimono Michi personally. So between the two, this isn't like
Kabuki-cho. It's they got they hit on the stuff that I like about Sherlock stuff, which is like the character of Sherlock and the way that he's portrayed. They did it in this cool sort of noir sort of setting that's really cool. Kabuki-cho hit on a lot of things that I really enjoy that actually No Guns Life is probably doing better. But yeah, Kabuki-cho still hit on some of the things that I really enjoy in a Sherlock story. So
cool. All right, well, that is 2-1 in favor of Kabuki-cho, which means that Kabuki-cho will advance to our next round. But now we have populated the first round of our lower bracket here, so let's go and move on down to that. Facing elimination, we have our 3 seed Kimono Michi Rise Up versus our 8 seed Phantasy Star Online 2 episode Oracle. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Kimono Michi, and 2 if you'd rather watch Phantasy Star Online. And reveal Phantasy Star.
Kimono Michi.
Kimono Michi.
All right, that is 2-1 in favor of Kimono Michi, which means that it will survive, and Phantasy Star will be removed from the winner's bracket.
Both
rip in peace.
Slightly above middling shows, in my opinion, but Kimono Michi has Cat Girls, and Phantasy Star has The Edge.
The Edge. All right,
which is cringe, like. Kimono Michi's cringe in its own way, but it's cringe in a way that's like it knows it and it's not taking itself seriously. It knows it's ridiculous and it's gonna have fun with that moving forward.
Well,
plus Cat Girls.
I didn't really consider that, but like PSO takes itself seriously to a fault.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I will readily admit that the appeal of PSO to me is just the nostalgia from playing the games. So
fair enough.
No, that makes sense.
Cool. All right. Well, losers bracket, losers round 1, matchup number 2. We have our 7 seed Welcome to Demon School Aruma-kun versus our 12 seed After School Dice Club. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Aruma-kun, and 2 if you'd rather watch Dice Club.
Excuse me.
Nice.
And reveal Aruma-kun.
Aruma-kun.
That is 3-0 in favor of Aruma-kun, which means that it will survive to the next round, and After School Dice Club is eliminated.
Dice Club is absolutely a show that has an audience. In fact, I think the audience may be my girlfriend. But the show is before it gets eliminated entirely. I do want to talk about the fact that show is not bad. That show is, if you like club shows, cute girl shows, people being friends and just watching that kind of slice of lifestyle thing, definitely give that a watch. It's very solid for those reasons.
Yeah, like it's getting eliminated like just 2 losses straight, but to be fair, it was up against Babylon and Aruma-kun.
Right.
So I mean, those are hard matchups to win. But yeah, so Imperial chat. Oh, I hate people being friends. Angry. All right, so losers round 1, matchup number 3. We have our 4 seed Areski, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me, versus our 10 seed Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. Hold up 1 for Areski and 2 for Cautious Hero.
I'm ready.
And reveal Areski.
Nareski.
I think I'm actually becoming harder on Cautious Hero with time. Like
I feel the same way.
Hypothetically, in the world where I watch Cautious Hero, my experience of watching Cautious Hero is being angry at the protagonist for how much of a dick he's being to the goddess, who was the character I actually sympathized with in that show, which is clearly not what's supposed to happen, I think. But
so, what's interesting too is like you can maybe debate whether this is truly an isekai, because I think typically in isekai we follow the people that go into the other world, whereas here our main character is just in the other world and someone to it. And so it's definitely playing on the isekai tropes and stuff like that, but you could actually maybe have an interesting discussion about, is it technically an isekai?
I think it's more about the goddess dealing with this asshole that she summoned as opposed to...
Huh. That's... Yeah, I guess if everyone felt the same way, that's what they were going for. I didn't interpret the show that way. I thought it was supposed to be from the perspective of the Cautious Hero, but you guys might be right.
Part of it is that we get the scene where she's talking to her friend, and she's like, I don't know what to do about this guy. Like, we usually only get those kinds of scenes for a main character.
She's also definitely the audience stand-in, isn't she? Because she's the one who's like, this is so aggravating, and we're like, yeah, but you're the ones who put it on film.
Yeah, exactly. So no, I think that's an interesting thing that we didn't talk about in our review of the show, actually.
It only just occurred to me recently. So
yeah, she's the main character, not him. Which doesn't make the show any less frustrating to watch, but still.
All right. Well, that is 3-1 in favor of Areski, which means that Areski will survive, and Cautious Hero is eliminated from the winner's bracket.
If you like isekai trash and you want different,
you just cut out.
Yeah, you're cutting out a little bit there, Dean.
I have no idea why, but yeah, that was real choppy.
Am I better now?
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Might have just been an internet thing.
Momentary lag spike or something.
Packet loss. It's terrible.
Maybe, yeah. Packet loss just made me think of Death Stranding.
At least Discord didn't die in the middle of the podcast.
Woo! Alrighty, so losers round 1, matchup number 4. We have our 9 seed Beast Stars versus our 11 seed Kandagawa Jet Girls. Hold up, 1 if you'd rather watch Beast Stars, and 2 if you'd rather watch Jet Girls. And reveal Beast Stars.
Kandagawa, yeah, Dean.
Ooh, wow. I
really didn't like Beast Stars, and I'm a fan of. So
this is definitely an upset. So that's 2 in favor of Jet Girls, 1 in favor of Beast Stars, which means that Beast Stars is eliminated from the bracket, and Kandagawa Jet Girls will advance.
I really do like cheesecake. It's good stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'm sitting here thinking, don't let me down, Dean. We've gotta get this upset.
I really didn't like Beastars. It was just me. Yeah.
This is definitely a prime example of this tournament being about just subjective taste.
Exactly.
And not quality.
Exactly.
What do you think of episode 2 of Kandagawa Envy? Because I watched episode 2 and then I started episode 3 and I actually dropped it in episode 3. It was a lot less blatant than the first episode. It actually explained the sport instead of focusing on the tits and ass. Yeah, it did. Episode 2 was fine. Episode 3 I think was just boring. Is my memory?
So maybe episode 1 had a little bit of like a normie filter.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't know.
Or
if it was
I don't know if it's more normie filter or like more like bait, like getting
bait.
people to
could be bait.
watch it.
Bait is how I would describe it. It's like, hey, you're gonna get some tits and some ass and some girls in swimsuits with their clothes falling off like on the water. So yeah.
God, these are a few of my favorite things.
All right. Well, we now have losers round 2. So the first matchup in that round is going to be our 3 seed Kimono Michi Rise Up versus our 7 seed Welcome to Demon School Arumakun. Hold up, 1 if you'd rather watch Kimono Michi, and 2 if you'd rather watch Arumakun.
Oh, this might be. This is a little difficult for me. I put these shows in like the exact same category in my brain. And they're about equally good.
Oh, see, I disagree. I agree that they're doing the same things or trying to do the same things, but I feel like One of these shows does it much more successfully than the other one.
All right, reveal. Urmakun.
Arumakun.
I guess I agree.
All right, so that is going to be my internet connection seems to be having issues, so bear with me as I reload this page. We have 3-0 in favor of Arumakun, which means that Arumakun will advance and Kimono Michi is eliminated from the winner's bracket. All right, losers round 2, matchup number 2. We have our 4 seed, Aresuki, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me, versus 11 seed, Kanagawa Jet Girls.
I wanted to say, before it gets kicked out entirely, I had a thought about Kimono Michi. I think that is a really good anime night show. Like, if you want to watch a show that's not garbage, but still, like, laughable and a little ridiculous, I think that's...
And I think my biggest problem with Kimono Michi was the pacing. I felt like some of the jokes went on too long, and some of those it got a little slow. And I feel like an anime night setting actually fixes that, where you're not really paying attention and there's some alcohol involved. And the
slow sections you can just kind of talk to people during, and
something funny happens, you tune back in. Yep.
I think it's a really, really. I mean, it might be top tier anime night show fodder. Like. For just in the way that it's constructed and what it's doing.
Yeah, and to that point, like one of the things that I remember saying in my review of it, that like I was made a little bit uncomfortable by kind of like the slightly rapey depictions of the petting and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but that's definitely something that like in an anime night context, you can kind of all be like, oh, what the fuck at? So anyway, you're
not sitting there alone in your bedroom watching a man like pseudo sexually assault a wolf man. Like it's those
were words that were just said.
brand new sentence.
All right, so losers round 2, matchup number 2. We have our 4 seed Aresuki versus our 11 seed Kanagawa Jet Girls. Hold up, 1 for Aresuki and 2 for Jet Girls.
This is where this gets difficult for me. Because Library Girl, I think, is best girl ever.
No,
not ever. That's way overstated.
In the show,
maybe best girl of the show. Yeah,
she's definitely best girl of the show. Yes,
I don't know that
we have reached a 3-way consensus on best girl. The podcast is now actually canceled.
No.
Stephen in chat, wolf job.
Oh my god. No, best girl of all time is still Mai.
No, you're just wrong. You're just wrong.
So what are we going to do? I think I know what our next special is, and that's going to be we watched the first episode of the shows with our best girls. Perhaps.
Maybe I can make you guys just watch the Bunny Girl first episode.
I assume you said the Bunny Girl Senpai movie. But yeah, you cut out there a little bit in the middle of that sentence.
I'm on a Ethernet connection over USB-C. Why do I?
Envy in chat. Welcome to AniFiles Special, episode 4. Your waifu is shit.
Not bad.
All right. So hold up, 1 for Aresuki and 2 for Jet Girls.
Okay. You know what?
And reveal.
Aresuki.
Jet Girls.
Sorry, Dean, I let you down. But
no, I wasn't. I was actually hoping it would get beat because I know Aresuki's a better show. But Aresuki is a show that, like, outside of...
I feel like you have to appreciate the rom-com genre to appreciate how Aresuki is deconstructing it. And I feel like you don't really like the rom-com genre as much.
I am softer on rom-com generally. So for Aresuki, especially with it being Library Girl being, for me, the thing that kind of, it's like, it's got the one thing. And of course, this is based on the first episode for me. So whereas Kanagawa Jet Girl has multiple pairs of tits, the Aresuki only has the one thing. Sorry. I have terrible taste. I've never claimed to have good taste.
All right. Well, we're going to move back up to our upper bracket here. So round 3 of the winners bracket is going to be
Speaking
our
of
1
multiple
seed.
pairs of tits.
Our 1 seed, Azure Lane, versus our 5 seed, Babylon. Hold up 1 for Azure Lane and 2 for Babylon. And reveal.
Azure Lane.
Babylon. Sorry, boat girls, but you're just not as thought provoking as.
So the thing that that got me. This wasn't the only thing. Like the straw that broke the camel's back to make me keep watching Azure Lane, because I'm actually current on it, was one of the Twitter accounts that Dean followed first from the AniFiles account, and then I followed from my personal account, which is like tweeting waifus. And tweeting waifus is leading the Belfast titty milk agenda, and sign me up. So I kept watching that show, and then sign me up.
Yeah, it's a show that it's really good for that, but I think I can find more meat in Babylon than in Azure Lane. Well, I mean, double entendre. Anyway,
phrasing.
Yeah, I think Babylon is. I don't know. I think I would just rather watch Babylon than Azure Lane if I'm really gonna sit down and try and watch a good show. Like,
No, I agree. What I'm looking for is not necessarily a great show.
I don't know. I feel you.
All right. Well, round 3, matchup number 2. We have our 2 seed, No Guns.
No!
Our 6 seed, Kabuki-cho.
Why you do this to me, brackets? If I yelled over you, I'm sorry. The first one's No Guns Life.
It's all good. So hold up 1 for No Guns Life and 2 for Kabuki-cho.
This is not easy for me. Shit.
This one's
okay.
actually pretty easy for me.
You know what? I know what I'm gonna do.
All right. Reveal. No Guns Life.
No Guns Life.
No Guns Life.
All right,
I said earlier, I think No Guns Life might be better, might be doing some of the stuff I liked in Kabuki-cho better. And so based on that thought that I remembered I had, I'm going with No Guns Life.
All right. Well, that is going to be 3-0 in favor of No Guns Life, which means that No Guns Life will advance to our next round. But Kabuki-cho, and I'll drop down into our losers bracket. So let's go there. We have our losers bracket round 3. First matchup is 1 Azure Lane, our 1 seed Azure Lane, and our 7 seed Welcome to Demon School, Aruma-kun.
Oh, this is where this gets difficult for me.
It's actually a tough decision.
Oh man,
but not that tough. All right, ready to go? Ready to go, Dean?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, and reveal Aruma-kun.
Support the agenda, Azure Lane.
So that's going to be 2-1 in favor of Azure Lane and only 1 in favor of Aruma-kun, which means that Aruma-kun is eliminated from the winners bracket.
While I enjoyed Aruma-kun, it seemed like, I don't know. There were a couple of moments during Aruma-kun where I was like, stop.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't
have that so much, but I definitely do suspect that if I was to watch episode 2, it would probably lose my interest. Quite possibly, who knows? I might actually watch it sometime between now and the end of the season just to see what does happen. But yeah, no, I'm not mad at that. So losers round 3, matchup number 2, we have our 6 seed Kabuki-cho versus our 4 seed Oresuki. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Kabuki-cho and 2 if you'd rather watch Oresuki. And reveal Oresuki.
Oresuki.
Really? Okay.
So that is 2-1 in favor of Oresuki, which means that Kabuki-cho is eliminated from the winners bracket.
About time.
Hail.
I like Sherlock shit, and I like what they're doing with it.
It was solid. It wasn't that interesting to me personally. So, but moving back up to our semifinals, we have actually let's go and do losers round 4 first because we have that. So our 1 seed Azure Lane versus our 4 seed Oresuki to determine who is going to go into the 3rd place matchup.
Fuck.
Hold up 1 for Azure Lane and 2 for Oresuki.
You good, Dean?
Cool. All right, and reveal Odeski.
Support the agenda.
Azure Lane. For the same reason as when it went.
You're cutting out.
Yeah, we just lost like most of that, actually.
Am I
We can
clear
hear you.
again?
Can hear you.
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. For the same reason as when I voted for Kandagawa over Oreski, actually.
All right, well, that's 2-1 in favor of Azure Lane, and I am the only one who loves Oreski, which means that Oreski is eliminated from the winner's bracket.
It's just not my. It's good, and I recognize that it's good. It's just not really my cup of tea. Outside of Library Girl being awesome and fun.
That's fair. All right, we move back up to our upper bracket. We have our semifinals matchup between our 5 seed Babylon and our 2 seed No Guns Life. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Babylon, and 2 if you'd rather watch No Guns Life. And
Okay.
and reveal Babylon.
Babylon.
All right, and Dean has No Guns Life, so that is 2-1 in favor of Babylon. All right, so dropping back down into our losers bracket, our lower bracket, we have our final matchup, losers round 5. This is the 3rd place matchup between our 2 seed No Guns Life and our 1 seed Azure Lane. Hold up 1 for No Guns Life and 2 for Azure Lane. Ooh, this is tough.
No, it isn't.
It's just kind of like, what am I more in the mood for, really? Yeah. And reveal No Guns Life.
Support the agenda.
No Guns Life, man. No Guns Life, dude. I am super hot on that show. It just is so fucking cool. It could end up being one of my favorites, I think.
I'm not
Because
mad at this outcome.
It's a good top 3 for this season. Actually, these 3 are pretty solid shows.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of No Guns Life, which means that Azure Lane is eliminated from the bracket, and No Guns Life moves back up to our finals matchup. So, my dudes, for all the marbles to determine which show we will watch between now and the end of the season, we have our finals matchup, our 5 seed Babylon versus our 2 seed No Guns Life. Hold up 1 for Babylon and 2 for No Guns Life.
Earlier in the episode, we had our first ever reverse on a previous decision. Are we gonna repeat it?
Mm-hmm. And reveal Babylon.
Babylon.
All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of Babylon, which means that Babylon is the show that wins the winner's bracket and will be the show that we watch between now and our season recap.
Oh, I'm still gonna watch all of No Guns.
I may or may not.
You guys can suck it. That was a great show.
Steve in chat says that Chris and Ryan are wrong, and I won't necessarily disagree with you.
And,
I understand. Babylon was good. Babylon was really solid.
So as I was mentioning to you guys at one point, I've watched through episode 7, episode 8 and beyond are delayed until the end of this month. It gets kind of bonkers. It's
Azure Lane, episode 11 is delayed until March, and Fate episode 11 is delayed until February.
What is with this rash of delays? Did they learn from maybe they'll learn from Attack on Titan.
I think so.
That if you wanna just take the time to do it good and people will still watch it.
So Azure Lane is definitely like exactly the same boat. The animation quality was dipping, and so they said that they want to take some time to improve the animation quality. And so I support that. Like I'm disappointed that it's delayed because I'm enjoying watching the show, but I would rather, it be good than some of the faces we've gotten so far. But Fate is interesting because I don't know why Fate was delayed. Like the animation quality on that one seemed fine, but
well, from what I understand, Attack on Titan kind of built that break into their schedule where like they knew they could keep it up for this long and then they would be able to go back and kind of reboot a little bit. And maybe they did that same thing. Maybe they knew they could keep it up for so long and then
Yeah, maybe.
I'm frankly, I'm happy to see it.
Mhm.
Personally, I'm kind of sick of anime looking like shit for the last 5 or 6 episodes.
Yep.
So, I am, even though it fucks with the seasonal thing, I'm actually okay with it. I think if we get better quality shows out of it, it's totally worth it.
And I think like one of the common threads we're seeing there, I assume at least, is that these are all pretty popular shows and popular franchises. And so they probably figure that like they can afford to delay that and still have people watch. Whereas a lot of lesser shows, I imagine, like even if they're considering it, they might be like, ratings aren't really good enough to justify it or whatever.
Yeah, there's no guarantee people will come back.
Yeah, so they'll just maybe pull the plug and just decide to finish it with poor quality or whatever the case might be.
Yeah, and frankly, with streaming the way that it is, I don't know what it's like in Japan, but streaming the way that it is, at least in the West, the timing of the anime releases means less and less. The whole seasonal structure doesn't mean too much in a world of streaming. So, I don't know, man. If shows are taking time to be good and to be the best that they possibly can be, I am all for that, man. I am not one of those people who sees a delay, whether it's in a show or a video game or something like that, where I see a delay and I'm like, oh, these fucking guys can't even release their thing on time. I'm like, no, this is no.
I can't wait 3 months.
Right. No, do the best work you possibly can. And if it's good, I'll buy it or watch it or whatever. Like do the best work you possibly can.
All right. Well, our final results from our fall 2019 best of the season tournament arc. We have tied for 9th place, PSO2 episode Oracle, Beastars, Cautious Hero, the hero is overpowered but overly cautious, and After School Dice Club. Tied for 7th place, Kimono Michi, Rise Up, and Kandagawa Jet Girls. Tied for 5th place, Case File number 221 Kabukicho, and Welcome to Demon School, Arumakun. Not tied for 4th place, just in 4th place, Areski, Are You the Only One Who Loves Me? In 3rd place, and moving up into our Anime of the Year tournament, we have Azure Lane. In 2nd place, No Guns Life, and our supreme champion, Babylon.
So, Azure Lane, No Guns Life, and Babylon will be in our Anime of the Year tournament bracket. Best Anime of the Year tournament bracket, because we also do the worst Anime of the Year. Yeah, Chris, you did much better at predictions on this bracket than I did. I correctly predicted the winner, but that was about it. You got like the entire first 2 rounds right.
Yeah, I could have seen Babylon winning. I think that the reason I didn't pick that is just because when we were reviewing it, I felt like not all of us were super hot on it. And so I just figured that it would kind of like lose out for interest to a few other places. So.
My only problem with episode 1 of Babylon is that there's some crazy slow moments that I hope get fixed because the structure and the story they seem like they want to tell is really cool, but some of the chunks of that show just felt like, come on. And that's why I seemed a little bit soft on it. And frankly, why I was a little bit soft on it here. I know it got 2nd place, but No Guns Life hooked me in from the beginning and kept hitting me with cool shit. Whereas Babylon took some dips throughout the episode. So
fair enough.
Cool.
Well, we need to take a break. Both because we've been recording for a while and would like a break, and also because we have to go populate the best and worst Anime of the Year tournament brackets. So,
worth noting too that what we'll be doing right after we come back is our top OPs of the fall season, as is tradition, which will give you some time, those of you in the audience, to make predictions on the AniFiles, the Anime of the Year brackets, and see if you can beat our predictions.
And with that, we'll be right back.
Get them royalties and drive them limousines. Call them magazines and tell them it's a scene. Wear a glowing mask, 'cause baby I'm ahead. Everything is retro. Got to double back, yeah. thought of you is so divine. So stay with me, baby. We can dance together. We can make it through the night. Shower that laptop light. Laptop. Laptop. I'll always treat you right. You're my treasure, my delight, my ecstasy. I have no games to play. Baby, I am here to stay, 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 stay. You're a dream, sorcery. You're my living by the screen. You plug me in, turn me on. I'll be here one day. I'm gonna, it's all for me, all for you. Virtual and also new. A type of love we never seen. So won't you please stay with me, baby? We can dance together. We can make it through the night. Shower that laptop light. I never knew love could be like this. After being alone for so long, baby, fill me in and show me what's going on. So stay with me, baby. We can dance together. We can make it through the night. Shower that laptop light. Stay with me, baby. We can dance together. We can make it through the night. Shower that laptop light. virtual sky, devoid of all sensation. Everything is digital. We will elevate. Wireframe and mythical. Vector equals sounds.
All right. We're back. We have done our predictions. Have you done yours? That's the question. I have to remember how this all works. Okay. I like that. Actually, you know what? For now, let's do this. Hey. I want to give the listeners a little bit of time to finish getting their predictions in, if that's a thing they're interested in, and it should be. You should do that. Join us and see how wrong you are.
We haven't decided anything officially yet, but this is a warm up for those of you who might be interested in the future. We are discussing the possibility of a prize of some sort for people who do the best predictions in future seasons. So stay tuned for that possibility. Get your practice in now.
Yeah, so to buy a little bit of time, and just for my sake as much as anything, well, you know what? We've got a video. Let's play the video first, yeah? Hey.
We just decided our least watchable anime of the fall season. Now, the top 3 finishers will join the worst of the worst in our annual AniFiles Worst Anime of the Year Mega Bracket. This double elimination contest has been seeded based on each show's performance in its season's playoffs. In each matchup, we'll vote for which of 2 shows we'd rather watch, with the loser advancing to the next round. The show that falls behind all others will be named the AniFiles Worst Anime of the Year. Our fall medalists are up against some dubious competition. Let's meet the field. Third place, Summer, Grand Bell. Third place, Winter, Katana Maidens, Mini Toji. Third place, Spring, Strike Witches, 501st Joint Fighter Wing Take Off. Second place, Spring, Magnell of the Sea Blue. Second place, Summer, Tri-Knights. Second place, Winter, Watatan, An Angel Flew Down to Me. First place, Winter, Virtual Sun Looking. First place, Summer, Ensemble Stars. First place, Spring, King of Prism, Shiny 7 Stars. And with our fall editions, the final bracket has now been seeded. Listeners, are you ready?
All right. So that.
Are we jumping right in, or are we doing the OPs first?
Oh, fuck. You're right. I completely forgot already. Best OPs of the season. The reason I forgot is because I forgot. I actually don't have a best OP of the season. Yeah.
Well, I think we were talking during the break too. Yeah, we all talked during the break, and like there was nothing really that blew us away. So if you guys don't have anything in particular, I can run through mine real quick, and then
go for it.
Move on. So all right,
Go ahead. I only have one season, so if we go through your list, because you're good at building this OP list, you're really good at it.
Thank you.
We might just be able to like comment on them, maybe.
Gotcha. All right. Well, as always, I like to start with my dishonorable mentions. So first dishonorable mention is Cautious Hero. The hero is overpowered but overly cautious. It seems to be a trend for shitty isekai to take the name of Myth and Roid in vain. Because it was another Myth and Roid song, and it's also not their best work, and this is not the first time this has happened. Assassin's Pride. I appreciated the style, actually. I had some kind of like cool graphic art stuff going on, but the music is very dissonant to the tone of the show. So it definitely seemed weird. We just lost Dean. Kanagawa Jet Girls. Not awful, but it felt kind of lazy throughout most of it. And that's, of course, ignoring the fan service, which, to be fair, is a big part of the show. But it just was not great to me. High School Prodigies have it easy even in another world. They spent a full 15 seconds of their 90-second OP. That's a full sixth of it on the title build. The OP itself is hyperactive, and a lot of the stuff seems recycled from the show. And the fucking shot of the Prime Minister pulling out and firing his gun is just something so goofy to me about like the kid who's supposed to be the Prime Minister of Japan. Like we open with him to like this weird kind of like upbeat marching song, almost pulling out a Glock. It's like, that is the image we want of our Prime Minister. And then finally, last dishonorable mention is Valcross Love. The OP actually almost makes me want to like it, which is kind of funny, or because it's kind of funny at some points. But it rapidly jumps back and forth between pretty good and extremely janky. Plus, of course, there's lots of fan service, but not as much as one might expect given the nature of the show. So yeah, nothing in the OPs was like too incredibly bad, although High School Prodigies was pretty darn bad. Just that they tended to have big detractors. Honorable mentions. Stand My Hero's Piece of Truth. Wasn't amazing, but the song was all right and the visual style was pretty cool. It actually gave a much better impression than the show itself. If I was judging just based on the OP and not having seen it, I might actually think it was a pretty interesting show. Welcome to Demon School, the Rumakun. The song is catchy and kind of silly. Has a solid ensemble presentation, like for OPs that are kind of like highlighting all the different characters that did it pretty well. Then I say to make my abilities average in the next life. The choreography tossed in periodically was kind of cute. They had like this like little bits where like the main characters would kind of like do this little dance, and then they would cut over to whatever else was happening. Plus the production was solid, if not amazing. There's some humorous moments in it. So I thought it was pretty solid. After School Dice Club, props for mixing in the game art throughout. It kind of like helps to highlight one of the big appeals of the show, which is people who are into board games getting to see board games. It had a really nice look. It sold the premise pretty well, even if a lot of it was pretty generically slice of life, as far as what's actually included in the OP. PSO2 episode Oracle, solid production overall, but not great. Main reason I wanted to mention it is that the music definitely evoked the old soundtrack. It sounded like the PSO soundtracks. So I was a little bit nostalgic, so I appreciated that. And my winner, my favorite OP of the season, it was Beastars. It didn't really blow me away. The song was kind of like this cool jazzy thing, but it also wasn't amazing. But I really enjoyed the stop motion. It had some good artistic flair to it. Just the composition and like the choice and aesthetic was pretty cool. This was a kind of a toss up for me between this and Arumakun. Arumakun I thought was like the more fun, the catchier song. Depending on my mood, my decision might have flip flopped. But there were enough bits in the Arumakun OP that felt lazy that I was inclined to give the best OP to the innovative one, the one that sort of evoked more emotion, for lack of a better term. So that goes to Beastars. And finally, to round things out, like we did last season, I wanted to go ahead and rank my favorite of the special episode. So in ascending order, at number 6 is Keijo, at number 5 is Konosuba, at 4 is Bento, 3 is Food Wars Shokugeki no Soma, 2 is Akame ga Kill, and 1 is the greatest OP of all time. Haven't you heard? I'm Sakamoto. That's hyperbole, but it's still very, very good. So
I don't know that I would have put Keijo that low, but I definitely agree with Sakamoto. Also, in Varial, anime idea, a Roomba-kun about, well, you can see the title.
Isn't Roomba-kun actually already like a joke character, like somewhere on the internet?
If 4chan makes characters out of everyone, so
the Roomba, I think it was actually like Roomba-chan, and they make it tsundere because it keeps like bumping into you or something like that. It's like, it's not like I want to bump into you or anything or something like that. But yeah, it was pretty funny.
All right. So now
I actually agree.
You're cutting out the
I'm sorry. I don't know what the hell's going on with my
packet loss.
yes, packet loss. I agree with most of that, with the exception of No Guns Life was an amazing OP for me, dude.
It was definitely very good. It like I tried to limit my number of honorable mentions. That was definitely up there, just got edged out. But yeah, I agree. It was a really good looking one at the very least.
I really enjoyed it. So yeah, that's the only difference I think between mine and what you just said.
Cool.
All right. With that, now we'll move on to losers, the worst anime of the year, tournament arc. Air horn goes here.
All right, so if you're finishing up your predictions, you want to wrap them up in the next 10 seconds or so, because as soon as I hit start the tournament, the predictions will be closed. So,
and
counting down.
Doing a prediction because he hates us. Feels bad, man.
Counting down to the tournament. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So our AniFiles worst anime of the year mega bracket 2019. Since we have seeded it now with the people coming in from fall, let's go run quickly through the contestants. At our 12 seed, we have Wata 10, An Angel Flew Down to Me. Our 11 seed is Tri Knights. 10 seed, Strike Witches, 501st Joint Fighter Wing Take Off. 9 seed, Stand My Heroes, Piece of Truth. Our 8 seed, Special 7, Special Crime Investigation Unit. Our 7 seed, Magmel of the Sea Blue, which apparently, I think I mentioned this in one of our recaps. I think in English, they translated it to aquamarine magmel. So that kind of explains sea blue. It's the color sea blue. It's kind of like a green blue. Anyway, Katana Maidens, Mini Toji comes in at number 6. At number 5, Granbelm. Our 4 seed is Virtual Sun Looking. Our 3 seed, Shin Chuka Ichiban. Our 2 seed, King of Prism, Shiny 7 Stars. And our 1 seed is Ensemble Stars.
Every time I hear the title for Shiny 7 Stars, the end of the OP plays in my head. Shiny 7 Stars!
Yep.
I hate it!
Welcome to AniFiles, the podcast that gives you PTSD.
I know!
Or gives us PTSD anyway.
Fuji! Aoi.
Hi.
Yep.
So the first place finishers, in case it wasn't clear, the seeding in the Anime of the Year brackets is based first on how they placed. So all of the third places are together, second seeds all together, or second place, first place all together, and then they're seeded from there. All of the first place ones, being the top 4, will have a first round bye. So let's go ahead and jump right into round 1, matchup number 1. We have our 8 seed, Special 7, Special Crime Investigation Unit versus our 9 seed, Stand My Heroes, Piece of Truth.
I feel like
Say
we
rather
just
familiar
did this.
matchup. I think we just did. Can we remember what we said? Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Special 7, and 2 if you'd rather watch Piece of Truth.
Wait. Am I sure about this? No, I'm not. Okay.
It is quite possible for us to have like kind of changed our minds with like just a little bit of time and distance, and kind of knowing the implications of what happened.
And these are also all bad. So
yes.
ultimately,
also worth mentioning, the stakes are so much higher now than they were last year because we have all decided that whatever wins the losers bracket and whatever wins the winners bracket, assuming it's not something we've already watched, we will be watching the series.
We will have seen it either because it won a previous bracket or because it didn't, and we're going to fucking watch it.
yeah.
But what I'm interested to find out here,
AniFiles, the podcast that gives you PTSD.
Yeah.
what I'm very curious about is, given that we have watched through all the first place shows, does that change either like what we think about them or if we want to, like if we would want to rewatch them, that sort of thing. So it should be interesting to see. But yes, hold up 1 for Special 7 and hold up 2 for Stand My Heroes. And reveal Stand My Heroes.
Special 7.
All right,
Also
so that is
Special 7.
1 in favor of Stand My Heroes, 2 in favor of Special 7, which means that Stand My Heroes will advance to the next round.
It's interesting. We probably will have watched it because I would think that a show that's likely to win this is a show that won its season as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would expect, but
it's quite likely. But like even when I was going through, and I'm sure we'll talk about this as we go along, as I was going through my predictions, I was thinking like having seen, say, King of Prism and knowing that like a lot of it actually wasn't terrible, does that make it so that something we definitely didn't want to watch before, wanted to watch better, maybe edges it out or something like that?
Oh boy, that's a hot take. I hated the shit out of King of Prism.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we all agreed that like it wasn't awful until we got to like, what was it, like episode 10 when it just like went off the rails.
Yeah, well, it was for me, it was bad, and then it got worse.
Yeah, and Varial and Chad is right. This entire round deserves a near constant. Why don't you understand that anime belongs in the trash? Unfortunately, we don't have our soundboard.
Yeah,
so.
If I had my soundboard, I'd be playing it all the time.
But round 1, matchup number 2, we have our 5 seed Wata 10 and Angel Flew Down to Me versus our 12 seed Granbelm. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Wata 10 and 2 if you'd rather watch Granbelm.
Dean and I were discussing while you were filling out the winners bracket. We were discussing Granbelm because Dean didn't remember it at all. And actually, the only reason I remember it is because I found actually a pretty good AMV of it.
That's not surprising. It's like a very cool looking show.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like it only ended up in like the first losers bracket or the loser bracket in the first place in its season because it was a very strong season and a strong group that this was not the best of. And then here because it was like a strong season overall that ended up in third place. But 1 for Watt to 10, 2 for Granbelm. And reveal Granbelm.
Granbelm.
It's unanimous 3-0 in favor of Granbelm, which means that Watt to 10 will advance to the next round.
Yeah. 1 to 10, which is also a show about molesting the children.
Technically, that didn't happen in the show, but yeah. All right.
It's implied. We know what wants to happen in that show.
what want to 10? I don't. But anyway,
wants to happen 10.
Round 1, matchup number 3. We have our 7 seed Magmel of the Sea Blue versus our 10 seed Strike Witches 501st Joint Fighter Wing Takeoff. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Magmel, and 2 if you'd rather watch Strike Witches.
Oh boy, I can't even remember what my prediction was for this.
Neither do I.
Okay, I don't know.
And reveal Magmel.
Strike Witches.
It's a short.
It's a short. It's just for me. It was so bad, and Magmel had some decent ideas.
Yep. Magmel though was it was painful to watch Magmel. Strike Witches at least had bikinis. Like I don't even know. It was just like Magmel. There was nothing
poorly drawn, but yes,
really poorly drawn, off-model bikinis. I don't even know, man.
Actually, I messed that
All
up.
of this is terrible.
2-1 in favor of Strike Witches, which means that Magmel will advance to the next round. All right, our final matchup of round 1. We have our 6 seed Tri Knights versus our 11 seed Katana Maidens Mini Toji. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Tri Knights, and 2 if you'd rather watch Katana Maidens. Reveal. Tri Knights.
Katana Maidens.
It's a short.
Short. Also,
I anticipated you guys would be voting for the shorts.
My memory of Katana Maidens is that it was just like a clusterfuck of what is going on here, which is entertaining.
It was
and
fast, right? It was like fast and
for me. It was so clusterfucky that like it was painful. It wasn't entertaining to me.
And Varial says, "Hold up 1 if you believe that anime belongs in the trash."
And 2 if you believe that it belongs in the trash. So that is 2-1 in favor of Katana Maidens Mini Toji, which means that Tri Knights will advance to the next round.
Nuke anime for more, but it's the only way to be sure.
Just
round
glass the entire fucking planet. Like obviously humans can't be trusted with media in general.
Someone's been playing the Halo Reach.
Oh hell yeah, I have, brother.
Fuck yeah, I just finished the campaign yesterday.
I've actually never played Reach. I should probably do that at some point.
God, it's so good.
Mm-hmm. All right, round 2, matchup number 1. We're bringing in our first bye. We have our 1 seed King of Prism Shiny 7 Stars versus our 2 seed, or not our 2 seed, our 9 seed Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch King of Prism, and 2 if you'd rather watch Piece of Truth. Do we go with the devil you know or the devil you don't?
Oh fuck. All right, well.
Reveal. Stand My Heroes.
King of Prism.
Stand My Heroes.
Stand for Dean. All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of Stand My Heroes, which means the King of Prism will advance. All right, our second matchup in round 2, we have our 4 seed Virtual Son Looking versus our 5 seed Wata 10. Hold up, 1 if you'd rather watch Virtual Son is Looking, and 2 if you'd rather watch Wata 10.
Oh my god. Wow.
This is a very tough decision.
Where the hell did my other card go? Found it.
Oh wow.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna do something foolish. And that is vote.
Yep. You already do.
Yeah.
All right, reveal. 1 to 10.
Virtual Son.
Virtual Son.
And there
All right.
goes my prediction.
I hate
All
lolly
right.
shit so much, dude.
Yeah, no, I do too.
I
think for
fucking
me-
hate it.
I think for me, 1 to 10 was just like more coherent. And at least in the first episode,
Right.
there were like some funny moments, some kind of cute moments, you know. So like,
Fuck.
Just on a production level, it's objectively better.
mhm.
It's
Oh,
just
can I
like
change
it was-
my
it was-
vote?
Nope, too late.
Oh,
So we
I
have.
actually seriously want to change my vote now. Okay, oh well.
I mean, you can if you want to.
Yeah, actually, I think I really would rather watch 1 to 10.
Okay. Dean, are you still good with
Oh
your
yeah,
vote?
no, I'm with it.
Okay.
I
All
said
right,
what I
so-
said.
I said what I said. So, that is 2-1 in favor of 1 to 10, which means the virtual Son will survive to the next round. All right. Round 2, matchup number 3. We have our 2 seed Ensemble Stars versus our 7 seed Magmel of the Sea Blue. Hold up. 1 if you'd rather watch Ensemble Stars, and 2 if you'd rather watch Magmel.
Oh God.
Ensemble Stars was the school revolution.
Yes.
Yeah.
Overthrowing the idle bourgeoisie.
Shit. Okay.
And reveal Magmel.
Ensemble.
Magmel.
All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of Magmel and 1 in favor of Ensemble Stars, which means that Ensemble Stars will advance to the next round.
I already don't like idol shows that much.
Mhm.
And if it's a bad idol show, it's automatically one of the worst shows ever.
So
Yeah.
yeah, like whatever redeemability I was mentioning with King of Prism, that feeling did not carry over to Ensemble Stars. Like Ensemble Stars was just painful for me. All right. Round 2, matchup number 4. We have our 3 seed Shinchuka Ichiban versus our 6 seed Tri Knights. Hold up. 1 if you'd rather watch Shinchuka Ichiban, and 2 if you'd rather watch Tri Knights.
Ooh, buddy.
Why?
We've brought this upon ourselves. And reveal Tri Knights.
Shinchuka.
All right, so that's
Shinchuka.
2 in favor of Shinchuka Ichiban, 1 in favor of Tri Knights, which means the Tri Knights will advance to the next round. Very old chat. Ryan, hold up a 3 if you're being kept here against your will and need us to rescue you. All right. We have populated the first round of the bottom of the losers bracket here. So facing elimination, we have our 3 seed Shinchuka Ichiban versus our 8 seed Special 7. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Ichiban, and 2 if you'd rather watch Special 7.
Ooh, this one's kind of hard.
He's holding up a 21. I think that means he got blackjack.
All right. And reveal Special 7.
Special 7.
Wow.
All right.
I did not expect that to be unanimous at all.
Well, I mean, we did just do this bracket, so that's 3 in favor of Special 7, none in favor of Ichiban, which means that Ichiban will advance, and Special 7 is eliminated from the worst anime of the year bracket.
What the fuck won our fall worst of the year?
Fall worst of the year was, I feel like I should remember this.
Yeah, we literally just did it.
We're really trying to run the show, so forgive us. Shinchuka Ichiban won fall. Worst of fall.
Okay.
So, Alrighty. Losers round 1, matchup number 2. We have our 7 seed Magmel of the Sea Blue versus our 12 seed Grand Belm. Hold up 1 if you rather watch Magmel, and 2 if you rather watch Grand Belm. And reveal Grand Belm.
Grand Belm.
Grand Belm.
Grand Belm. So the show that really shouldn't have been here in the first place, or didn't deserve that bad, I should say, gracefully exits in the first round.
Exits having been considered better than the show it was every round it's been in. Like it really didn't deserve to.
Yeah. That's just how things go sometimes.
Yep.
So Magmel of the Sea Blue will survive. Grand Belm is eliminated. Losers round 1, matchup number 3. We have Wata 10 and Angel Flew Down to Me versus our 10 seed. That was the 5 seed, by the way. Our 10 seed, Strike Witches, 501st Joint Fighter Wing Takeoff. Lots of flying in this matchup. Hold up 1 for Wata 10, 2 for Strike Witches. Oy. And reveal Wata 10.
Strike Witches.
Strike Witches. It's a short. It's not about having inappropriate contact with children.
That's fair. It just, like I said, Strike Witches was just so painful for me that I'd rather watch the coherent thing.
Yep.
But that is 2-1 in favor of Strike Witches, and Wata 10 will survive. Strike Witches is eliminated from the losers bracket. All right. Losers round 1, matchup number 4. We have our 9 seed Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth versus our 11 seed Mini Toji. Katana Maidens Mini Toji. Hold up 1 for Stand My Heroes and 2 for Katana Maidens. And reveal Stand My Heroes.
Katana Maidens.
Also,
right.
Katana Maidens.
Katana Maidens wins 2-1, which means that Stand My Heroes will advance, and Katana Maidens is eliminated from the worst anime of the year bracket. Excuse me. We have enough for losers round 2, so let's continue on with that. Our 3 seed Shinchuka Ichiban versus our 7 seed Magmel of the Sea Blue. Hold up 1 for Shinchuka Ichiban and 2 for Magmel of the Sea Blue.
Oh, don't do this to me. Stop. Fuck. Oh my God. I hate this website. It keeps refreshing. And when it refreshes, the page layout changes and my crop is getting messed up. So I nearly had it fixed and then it refreshed again. And Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, I don't know if it was my internet or if it was this site, but earlier I was having to refresh the page pretty constantly because it was just like perpetually loading. But EAs.
All right, well, that's good enough. Sorry, our matchup is Shinchuka versus Magmel.
Yes, 1 for Ichiban, 2 for Magmel.
Shit.
And reveal Magmel.
Magmel.
Wow. I said Shinchuka.
All right, so that's 2-1 in favor of Magmel, which means that Shinchuka Ichiban will survive, and Magmel is eliminated from the losers bracket. Losers round 2, matchup number 2, we have our 5 seed Wata 10, An Angel Flew Down to Me, versus our 9 seed Stand My Heroes Piece of Truth.
Oh God.
Hold up 1 for Wata 10 and 2 for Stand My Heroes.
No.
This is a tough matchup.
I will not. I refuse.
I will not. Um,
I am angry. God damn it. Why would... Fuck.
Very legit. I did not watch it. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not watch it. I did not. Oh, hi, customers.
I'm ready to go. Damn it.
Okay. All right, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, reveal. Wata 10.
Stand My Heroes.
Wata 10. Ugh!
I feel really bad still voting for Wata 10, but like honestly, kill me. 2-1 in favor of 1 to 10, which means that Stand My Heroes will survive, and 1 to 10 is finally eliminated from the worst anime of the year bracket.
It doesn't deserve to get out of this hell.
Oh, help me is what it says, not kill me. Sorry.
Close enough, honestly.
You can help me.
Same.
Okay. Moving back up into the upper bracket, we have round 3, matchup number 1.
Right. This is the thumbnail for the video.
Our 1 seed, King of Prism Shiny 7 Stars, versus our 4 seed, Virtual Sun Looking. It's Battle of the Titans here, boys. Hold up. 1 if you'd rather watch King of Prism, and 2 if you'd rather watch Virtual Sun. Reveal. King of Prism.
King of Prism.
Virtual Sun. My hatred of King of Prism is irrational. Like, it is.
If there's one thing I need more of in my life, it's that deep Prism lore.
Oh my god.
All right. So that's 2-1 in favor of King of Prism, which means the Virtual Sun advances to the next round. All right, round 3, matchup number 2. We have our 2 seed, Ensemble Stars, versus our 6 seed, Tri Knights. Hold up. 1 if you'd rather watch Ensemble, and 2 if you'd rather watch Tri Knights. All right, and reveal. Tri Knights.
Tri Knights.
These things are just both so garbage.
Yep.
That's 2-1 in favor of Tri Knights, which means that Ensemble Stars will advance to the next round. All right, dropping back down into our lower bracket, we have our 1 seed, King of Prism Shiny 7 Stars, versus our 3 seed, Shinchuki Ichiban. Hold up. 1 if you'd rather watch King of Prism, and 2 if you'd rather watch Ichiban.
This is not a hard choice for me at all.
Reveal. King of Prism.
King of Prism.
Shinchuka.
All right. That is...
Wait a minute. Did we just eliminate King of Prism from the losers bracket?
We did.
Yep. King of Prism
2-1 in
is
favor of
not
King of
the
Prism.
worst anime of the year. In fact, it's...
Bullshit!
It's going to be tied for the 5th worst. There are 5 shows worse than King of Prism.
No, there aren't.
Which is interesting for a show that won first place 1 season. But I think, watching it did reveal that it wasn't the worst thing ever. But Shinchuki Ichiban will survive. King of Prism will be eliminated. Losers round 3, matchup number 2. We have Tri Knights versus Stand My Heroes, Piece of Truth, our 6 seed and our 9 seed, respectively. Hold up. 1 for Tri Knights and 2 for Stand My Heroes.
Oh my god.
No. No. Okay. Sure. Uh-huh.
Whatever you say.
Oh my god.
A 6th seed versus 9th seed. Obligatory. Nice.
Nice. Oh shit. I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm good.
All right. Reveal. Stand My Heroes.
Stand My Heroes.
Wow.
Unanimous 3-0 in favor of Stand My Heroes, which means that Stand My Heroes will be eliminated from the bracket and Tri Knights will survive. All right. Losers round 4. Only matchup. We have Shinchuki Ichiban, our 3 seed, versus our 6 seed Tri Knights to decide who's going to go into the 3rd place matchup.
Oh.
Hold up. 1 if you'd rather watch Shinchuki Ichiban, and 2 if you'd rather watch Tri Knights.
My prediction is fucked, by the way.
Yeah, I think mine is too.
But the good news is we know at this point we don't have to watch the worst anime of the year. Because our top 2 shows are Virtual Sun and Ensemble.
Yep.
Ensemble could still be eliminated in the lower bracket semi. Or wait.
Yeah, you're
that
right.
Or Virtual Sun could. Sorry, my page hasn't entirely refreshed, and so I'm trying to see which shows are still in, but yeah, it's not necessarily those two shows.
You good, Dean?
Yeah.
All right. And reveal Tri-Knights.
Tri-Knights.
Shinjuku.
That's 2-1 in favor of Tri-Knights, 1 in favor of Shinjuku Ichiban. Tri-Knights is at long last eliminated from the losers bracket, and Shinjuku Ichiban will survive. This is one where I'm curious if the results might have been different if we could actually watch all through Shinjuku before this happened.
Yeah.
There's always kind of going to be interesting phenomenon with these where fall is a bit of an unknown. But we know
there are known knowns and there are known unknowns, but there are also unknown unknowns.
Indeed, those are always fun. Our semifinal matchup back up in the upper bracket. We have our 4-seed Virtual Sun Looking versus our 2-seed Ensemble Stars. Hold up 1 for Virtual Sun and 2 for Ensemble Stars. And reveal Virtual Sun.
Ensemble.
Ensemble.
All right, that is 2-1 in favor of Ensemble, which means the Virtual Sun will advance to the next round.
I think Ensemble Stars is the only idol show we've had so far, like in this tier, this shithouse tier, that's like watchable for me. Like it's not never gonna be good, but it's like
I think taken as a whole, I think Ensemble was worse than King of Prism. Because
see, I'm the reverse of that.
I actually really liked when King of Prism went the fuck off the rails at the end. That kind of, in a way, redeemed the series for me.
Yeah, to be fair,
Ensemble was just bland,
Ensemble
contrived bullshit the whole way through.
It was just very boring. Yeah, at least
The funniest thing about Ensemble Stars is
you just cut
disappears for the fact that our main character disappears for like
Oh yeah,
3/4 of the show.
Yeah. No, I mean honestly, King of Prism, it would be like at least a fun hate watch or something like that. You can poke fun at it. Ensemble Stars is just boring. But we now have in the lower bracket our 3rd place matchup. Our 2-seed. Say again.
I think we don't have to do any additional watching for year's worst of the year regardless, right? Because we're Virtual Sun, Ensemble, and Shinjuku. And because Shinjuku won worst of the year fall, we have to watch it anyways.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're in the clear as far as having to watch something. I still might just for fun, depending.
I'm gonna assume it.
Say again.
You are cutting out like the worst parts of.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume.
I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I'm Ethernet over USB-C. This shouldn't be happening.
Your packets are getting stolen by mules.
Probably. The NSA has a prism in my. They're stealing 30% of the data. No, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a winner of a previous season that wins worst every time, or close to it.
I mean, well, guaranteed is now, but. Yeah.
Right. Well, no, I mean, like generally, it just kind of makes sense mathematically that that's the way it would work because we already said. But, and we've also watched all of those, so we know just how bad they are.
Yeah. Well, King of Prism did get eliminated fairly early on, but just incidentally by another 1st place. So
right.
Anyway. Losers round 5, our 3rd place matchup is going to be our 2-seed Ensemble Stars versus our 3-seed Shinjuku Ichiban. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Ensemble Stars, and 2 if you'd rather watch Ichiban. Incidentally, I'm very hungry right now. Not because of Ichiban, but... All right. And reveal Ichiban.
Ensemble.
Ichiban.
That is 2-1 in favor of Shinjuku Ichiban, which means that Ensemble Stars will take 3rd place. Wait, hang on. Yes. No, Ensemble Stars moves up into the final matchup. Shinjuku Ichiban will take 3rd place. And our finals matchup, my dudes, to decide the worst anime of the season.
The year.
The year. The worst anime of 2019 comes down to our 4 seed, Virtual Son Looking, versus our 2 seed, Ensemble Stars. I think this is actually an appropriate matchup.
Yeah, I feel like we've been here before too.
Have we? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yep, we have the winners or the upper bracket semis.
Yeah, it's
okay.
exactly the semifinals.
Okay. Well, given that we optionally have to rewatch this, does our decision change? Hold up 1 for Virtual Son, 2 for Ensemble Stars, and reveal Virtual Son.
Ensemble.
Ensemble.
All right, that is 2-1 in favor of Ensemble Stars, which means the Virtual Son is our worst anime of the year.
And I will not be rewatching that.
I'll have to see what sort of mood I'm in, or if I got the spare time for it.
God, that was absolute Virtual Son. I think I still remember all of Virtual Son though. Like I don't think I've forgotten a second of that.
It's not hard to remember all Virtual Son because it's just like the same 5 things over and over again.
Exactly.
But anyway, our final results from our AniFiles Worst Anime of the Year Mega Bracket 2019. Tied for 9th place, Special 7 Special Crime Investigation Unit, Strike Witches 501st Joint Fighter Wing Takeoff, Katana Maidens Mini Toji, and Granbelm. Tied for 7th, Wata 10 and Angel Flew Down to Me, and Magmel of the Sea Blue.
7
tied for 5th
shows
place.
Worse than Wata 10.
It said something about something. 5th place, King of Prism, Shiny 7 Stars.
Well, you're not wrong.
And My Heroes, Piece of Truth. 4th place tie, or just 4th place, Dry Knights. 3rd place, Shinchuka Ichiban. 2nd place, Ensemble Stars. And 1st place, the worst anime of the year, Virtual Son Looking.
Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Fuji Aoi.
Hi.
Yes. And with that, we can say goodbye to Virtual Son forever.
No, we cannot.
No, that's the thing with PTSD.
Fujiwara will be with us forever.
Yeah, it's going to be eating at the back of my brain until it Virtual Son Looking is going to be the thing that like gives me dementia.
Hey, I was the closest on my losers bracket prediction.
Yeah, let's take a look here.
18 of 33, so just over
And the best
50%.
score. Yep. Best score by quite a bit, actually. So congrats to Ryan.
Yeah, by quite a bit.
The best prediction of the losers bracket.
I basically got round 2 correct. Actually, I missed a few in losers round 1. And I correctly predicted Virtual Son. But I forgot you guys don't hate Magmel as much as I did, and so I had it going further. Let's see, what did you guys have? Dean had... I can't see this whole page. Had Virtual Son going to the losers bracket. And then, yeah, King of Prism. And, okay, well, that's the miserable part of the show, Don.
Yeah. Now we get to rack our brains for another reason.
Yep. Simultaneously easier and harder.
Yep.
All right. So, here are the shows in our best anime of the year bracket.
You just joined us as we crowned the winner of our fall tournament arc. Now, the top 3 finishers will join the elite of the elite in our annual AniFiles Anime of the Year Mega Bracket. This double elimination contest has been seeded based on each show's performance in its season's playoffs. In each matchup, we'll vote for which of 2 shows we'd rather watch, with the winner advancing to the next round. The show that rises above all others will be named the AniFiles Anime of the Year. Our fall medalists are up against some stellar competition. Let's beat the field. 3rd place, Summer, Dr. Stone. 3rd place, Winter, the quintessential quintuplets. Third place, Spring, Sin-Ryu Girl. Second place, Spring, Mobile Suit Gundam, The Origin. Second place, Winter, The Promised Neverland. Second place, Summer, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? First place, Spring, Carol and Tuesday. First place, Winter, Boogie Bop and others. First place, Summer, Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season. And with our fall editions, the final bracket has now been seeded. Listeners, are you ready?
All right.
All right. So while I finish reading off the final seeding based on our fall editions, feel free to finish up your predictions, and then we'll be closing it down to get started. So our 12 seed in the AniFiles Anime of the Year Mega Bracket for 2019, we have Dr. Stone. Our 11 seed will be the quintessential quintuplets. The 10 seed, Azure Lane. And the 9 seed, Sin-Ryu Girl. Our 8 seed, No Guns Life. Our 7 seed, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. The 6 seed, Promise to Neverland. The 5 seed, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift. Our 4th seed and getting a first round bye will be Babylon. Our 3rd seed is Carol and Tuesday. Our 2 seed is Boogie Pop and Others, and our 1 seed is Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season.
Oh, maidens in your savage season.
Oh, maidens in your savage season. It's interesting. I wasn't into Boogie Pop when we first watched it, and then having to watch it because it won, it actually converted me. Like, I really ended up liking it.
Oh, I love Boogie Pop so much.
It was quite good.
I think Boogie Pop is
right.
my personal anime of... Oh, well, that's going to give away a lot of my votes. Oh, well.
Not just that, but I mean, also, you might be wrong because Carol and Tuesday is fucking.
All right, well, counting down to the AniFiles Anime of the Year Mega Bracket 2019. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
What were you going to say, Ryan?
Oh, nothing. Nothing important.
So our first matchup of our first round is going to be our 8 seed No Guns Life versus our 9 seed Sin-Ryu Girl. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch No Guns Life, and 2 if you'd rather watch Sin-Ryu Girl. This is already tough.
I sure hope Carol and Tuesday post about their victory on Instagram, because goddamn, if it isn't an honor to be on the Annie list best anime of the year mega bracket. Anime connoisseurs is what we are.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
the highest caliber reviewers.
All right. Get Cody.
Yeah, I think I am.
All right. And reveal. No Guns Life.
Senryu.
Oh shit, I had the wrong card. Yeah, I also said no.
All right. That's 2-1 in favor of No Guns Life, which means that No Guns Life will advance to the next round. Really loved Senryu, but I've seen it. And so this is like almost just purely a case of I want to watch the one I haven't seen yet. So
I would watch Senryu again. Honestly, that show is delightful. And
it is delightful.
Heartwarming.
Mm-hmm.
And
yes.
Yeah,
it's great. Sin-Ryu Girl is one of my favorite shows. I just think No Guns Life is more like Sin-Ryu Girl. I can appreciate because it's very good, but it's not like my preferred genre. Whereas No Guns Life is exactly my preferred genre. Mm-hmm. Gunheads who fight people. Yeah, I'm there for that all day long, forever.
All right, round 1, matchup number 2. We have our 5 seed. How heavy are the dumbbells you lift versus our 12 seed, Dr. Stone. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch dumbbells, and 2 if you'd rather watch Dr. Stone. And reveal dumbbells.
Dr. Stone.
Dumbbells.
All right, that is 2-1 in favor of how heavy are the dumbbells you lift, which means the dumbbells will advance to the next round.
See,
I think-
I did watch all of Dumbbells, and that show is a boring slog.
That's fair.
Absolute waste of time, in my opinion.
I didn't watch it, which is probably part of the reason I was able to vote for it. But I know you also watched a lot of Dr. Stone too.
I actually didn't watch most of Dr. Stone. I think I only watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes, and then I had read the manga.
Oh, you picked up the manga afterward, yeah.
Yeah.
It's Doctor. It's just, I think I've found that shonen stuff doesn't really speak to me unless it's very grown up, and by that I mean just like gore and violence and shit like that. Whereas Dr. Stone was I don't know. It's not bad. It's not bad by any means. It's in our winner's bracket. None of these are bad.
Yeah. These were
Yeah.
all medalists in their own season. So, yep.
Yes.
All right, round 1, matchup number 3. We have our 7 seed, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, versus our, 10 seed, Azure Lane. Hold up 1 for Gundam and 2 for Azure Lane.
I wonder what Dean's gonna pick.
Actually having second thoughts. And reveal. Mobile Suit Gundam.
I have failed the agenda.
Really? I picked Mobile Suit Gundam as well.
That show was so good.
Oh God, Mobile Suit Gundam generally, like they can turn out real garbage, but the stuff that focuses on character, like the stuff that really focuses on the characters in the show, even if it's not the Gen 1 characters like Char and all them, even if it's like Iron Blooded Orphans or something like that, where you have a real focus on characters and who they are and what they're doing and their motivations, Gundam is at its best when it's about kids in war. And that's part of what makes this one good, as well as giving you the origin of Red Comic, which is awesome.
I haven't watched it yet, but I liked Origin so much that I acquired the original series.
Did you acquire the series or the movies?
The series.
I would just watch the movies, frankly,
Okay.
because the series is hard to get through. It's not great animation. The series is really hard to get through, and the movies will. I've watched chunks of the series. I have never been able to get through the entire series from beginning.
All right, so with a 3-0, Mobile Suit Gundam will advance, and Azure Lane will drop down into our lower bracket. Round 1, matchup number 4, we have our 6 seed, the Promised Neverland, versus our 11 seed, the Quintessential Quintuplets. Hold up 1 for Neverland and 2 for Quintessential Quintuplets. And reveal Neverland.
These are
Wins.
very different shows. Neverland as well.
Makes me
Right.
sad.
I know. I just don't think quintuplets like match. Promise Neverland deals with some real shit.
Sure.
You know,
Fair.
So does Quints.
yeah.
How does one choose between 5 cute quintuplets?
What's the name of the best girl in that show? Because there's only one best
Miku.
Quint. Yeah,
Miku.
Miku's best Quint. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't hate Quintessential Quintuplets. It was good for what it was. But it was also not that genre is just not as up my alley as something like Promise Neverland is.
Yep. All right. Well, with the 2-1, Promise Neverland will advance to the next round. So we move on to round 2 and start bringing in our buys. We have our 1 seed, Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, versus No Gun.
Oh, maidens in your savage season.
That's our 1 seed.
Maidens in your savage season.
Versus our 8 seed in No Guns Life. So that is going to be hold up 1 if you want to watch Oh Maidens, and 2 if you'd rather watch No Guns Life.
When did we start going up on the end of season? Season?
Because I'm it's not the end of the sentence. It is this versus something. So
No,
that's why
that was the thing that Dean and I just like both did, just as it's saying the title.
It's triumphant, perhaps. I don't know. Anyway, ready to go and reveal maidens.
Maidens.
Also Maidens. No Guns Life. Haven't had the opportunity to watch yet. Don't know how it's gonna be. Don't know if
You cut out just there.
Yeah, we did. Not only did Ditto Maidens win its season Best of the Year, so we talked about it in our recap. We then did another special about that show. The first time we've ever done that. Like, that show was that
and
good.
I watched it for that special so that our guests could watch it as well. So I've seen it twice, and I still would rather watch that. So
yeah.
that says something about something.
Yeah.
It's a damn good show, man. It's entertaining. I imagine there's levels to that show that are like if you were to watch it again, I imagine you'd see new shit. There's a lot of thought went into that show, and it shows. It really does.
Absolutely.
No Guns Life, haven't had the opportunity to watch yet. Don't know if it's going to maintain my interest. I know Maidens did.
All right, round 2, matchup number 2. We have our 4 seed Babylon versus our 5 seed How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Babylon, and 2 if you'd rather watch Dumbbells. And reveal Babylon.
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 You guys know my feelings about dumbbells now.
Yep.
That is 3-0 in favor of Babylon, which means
And it was always a one-trick pony of a show.
Yeah.
So like the first episode's really fun, and then it's like I don't need to see the rest of it though.
Yeah, for sure. I tried watching a couple more episodes, and I wouldn't say that I burned out necessarily. I just didn't have enough interest to keep going. And then per Ryan, if you do keep going, it sounds like I was right to not have any more interest. So
Yeah.
Anyway, round 2, matchup number 3, we have our 2 seed Boogie Pop and Others versus our 7 seed Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Boogie Pop, and 2 if you'd rather watch Gundam.
This one was not easy for me.
And reveal Boogie Pop.
Boogie Pop.
All right, Dean's got Gundam, so that means it's 2-1 in favor of Boogie Pop, which means that Boogie Pop will move on to our next round.
God damn, I love Boogie Pop so much.
Round 2, matchup number 4. We have our final bye. We have our 3 seed Carol and Tuesday versus our 6 seed The Promised Neverland. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Carol and Tuesday, and 2 if you'd rather watch The Promised Neverland. And reveal Neverland.
Carol.
All right, that is 2-1 in favor of Carol and Tuesday, which means that Carol and Tuesday will advance to the next round.
Did you ever finish Carol and Tuesday, Dean?
I never had the opportunity, no.
Yeah, I still haven't watched season 2 myself.
I know it stays pretty good. Chris, you always seem to be a little bit softer on Carol and Tuesday than.
Yeah, I think we even said when we were doing our recap that like I liked it. It was good. I definitely respect it on a lot of levels, but I wasn't in love with that first season. Maybe if I were to finish out the second season, which I just haven't gotten around to yet, maybe I would like it better. But yeah, it's definitely a good show. It's just not necessarily my cup of tea.
Yeah.
But that leads us now to the lower bracket, losers round 1 of the best anime of the year bracket. We have our 6 seed, The Promised Neverland, versus the 9 seed, Sinryu Girl. Hold up 1 for Promised Neverland and 2 for Sinryu Girl to decide who will be eliminated first from this bracket. Oh, this is tough. Kind of surprising myself here. Reveal Sinryu Girl.
Senryu.
Really? Promised Neverland. It's just a question of what's more up my alley, you know?
Yeah, I think like I've seen Promised Neverland and it was solid. I think at any given moment, I'd be more in the mood to rewatch Sinryu Girl. Just because it's like a light.
It's very light. It's airy. It's almost like an angel. Nice.
It's
nice
like
light
an angel
cake.
flew down to you.
Yeah, no.
You cut out there. So what we heard is it's almost like an angel, and then we don't know what came next.
No, like an angel food cake. It's like, it's kind of fluffy and light, and you can eat it and not feel like you're eating too much.
All right. Well, with the 2-1s, and Ryogirl will survive and eliminate the Promised Neverland, our first casualty in the AniFiles Anime of the Year Mega Bracket for 2019. Not to say it's a bad show.
Quintuplets died for this.
Every one of these shows is good and worth watching if it's the kind of thing you're interested in. Every single one of them. There's not a bad show on this list as far as I know.
Azure Lane. No, I'm kidding. Anyway.
Yeah, every one of these is top of its class. You know, it's every one of these is a good show.
Yep. 1 second.
Okay.
Alrighty. The outside world beckons. Losers round 1, matchup number 2. We have our 7 seed Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin versus our 12 seed Dr. Stone. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Gundam, and 2 if you'd rather watch Dr. Stone. And reveal Gundam.
Gundam.
All right. With a 3-0, Mobile Suit Gundam will defeat Dr. Stone, and Dr. Stone will be eliminated from the bracket. 1 second. Once again.
Coming in as the best anime of 2019, PTSD edition, Virtual Son is looking. Please no, save me, Invarial. Don't let this happen. Man, as I am kind of tempted to go back and watch more Dr. Stone because there are some characters in the manga that I kind of would like to see animated.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious about Dr. Stone. It's one of those that's like maybe on my I've already got a backlog. So like when I say it's like, oh yeah, I might watch it eventually, probably means I never will. But
right. And it's kind of in that spot for me too.
I'm curious to see more if I get around to it.
The thing Dr. Stone did well was world building, which is like one of the things I value most in a show. It considers its world and the effects of that world in a way that's beautiful. That's
always
for the
good.
manga at least. Was also a shonen. And shonen pacing.
Yeah, it's always kind of interesting, like when the fact that it's shonen almost makes it feel like it's being held back, and you wonder if it's because it's someone who wanted to make a shonen but had like really good ideas that kind of like took it up to another level, or if it's someone who didn't want to make a shonen who kind of felt forced to. But I don't know. But we now move on to losers round 1, matchup number 3, our 5 seed How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift versus our 10 seed Azure Lane. Hold up 1 for dumbbells and 2 for Azure Lane. And reveal Azure Lane.
Support the agenda.
I think I enjoyed the first episode of Dumbbells better, but as far as what I would rather watch, Azure Lane seems a little. It
seems like it's got more meat to it.
Yeah.
Whereas Dumbbells is like I said, it's a one-trick pony. It's got the one thing.
Dumbbells has more meat.
Oh yeah, clearly.
All right, so that's 3-0 in favor of Azure Lane, which means that Dumbbells is eliminated from the AniFiles Anime of the Year Mega Bracket. Our final matchup in losers round 1, we have our 8 seed No Guns Life versus our 11 seed The Quintessential Quintuplets. Hold up 1 for No Guns Life and 2 for Quints. And a reveal Guns Life.
Quints.
Guns Life.
All right. That's 2-1 in favor of No Guns Life, which means No Guns Life will survive, and the Quintessential Quintuplets takes an early exit from the AniFiles Best Anime of the Year bracket. Rest in peace. All right, we have our losers round 2 populated, so we'll continue on to that. We have our 9 seed Senryu Girl versus our 7 seed Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. Hold up 1 for Senryu Girl and 2 for Mobile Suit Gundam.
Oh man.
It's a tricky one. And reveal Mobile Suit Gundam.
Gundam.
Again, with all due love to Senryu Girl, it's just what I'm more interested in watching right now is the one that I haven't seen and I've heard good things. So That means that Mobile Suit Gundam will survive, and Senryu Girl is eliminated from the bracket. Losers round 2, matchup number 2. We have our 10 seed Azure Lane versus our 8 seed No Guns Life.
Man, seeing Senryu Girl makes me a little bit sad because that was a really charming show.
Yep.
Indeed. So hold up 1 for Azure Lane and 2 for No Guns Life. And reveal No Guns Life.
Support the agenda.
I'm no guns on this one, man.
All right, so that is 2-1 in favor of No Guns Life, which means that No Guns Life will survive, and Azure Lane is eliminated from the bracket. With that, we move back up to our upper bracket. We are in round 3, matchup number 1. We have our 1 seed Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season versus our 4 seed Babylon. Hold up 1 for Maidens, and 2 for Babylon. And reveal. Maidens.
Oh, maidens.
Babylon.
All right, so we have 2-1 in favor of Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season, which means
Oh,
they'll advance
maidens in your savage season.
to the next round, and Babylon will drop down to the lower bracket. As cool as Babylon was, it just wasn't Oh Maidens good.
Yeah, Oh Maidens was really, really, really. The question.
What was the question?
The question comes down to what's more up my alley.
Mm.
And, I think
Fair
Babylon is probably more so.
That's fair. Round 3, matchup number 2, we have our 2 seed Boogie Pop and Others versus our 3 seed Carol and Tuesday. Hold up 1 for Boogie Pop and 2 for Carol and Tuesday. And reveal Carol and Tuesday.
Boogie Pop.
Carol and Tuesday.
I think Boogie Pop is the show I like better. I think Carol and Tuesday, though, is like, given that I haven't seen it, just my personal circumstances at the time of voting says that, like, if I'm going to go watch something, I'm probably going to watch the one I haven't seen. So that is 2 in favor of Carol and Tuesday, 1 in favor of Boogie Pop. Was that correct?
Yep.
Okay, which means that Carol and Tuesday will advance to the next round. We now have our losers bracket, our lower bracket, round 3. So we're going to drop down to that. Our first matchup is going to be our 4 seed Babylon versus our 7 seed Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin. Hold up 1 if you'd rather watch Babylon, and 2 if you'd rather watch Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin.
I don't know. I don't know. Fuck. All right.
And reveal Babylon.
Babylon.
Mobile Suit Gundam.
All right. Yeah, that's 2-1 in favor of Babylon and 1 in favor of Mobile Suit Gundam, which means that Babylon will survive and Gundam is eliminated from the bracket.
Gotta
For me,
stay
that-
true to my big robot fights.
For me, that just came down purely to I've only seen 1 episode of Gundam, and I know that I really like what I've seen of Babylon. So given that episode 1 of Gundam didn't super interest me, I'm gonna have to lean back.
It makes sense.
Losers round 3, matchup number 2. We have our 2 seed Boogie Pop and Others versus our 8 seed No Guns Life.
This one's hard for me.
Mm-hmm. Hold up 1 if you want to watch Boogie Pop, and 2 if you'd rather watch No Guns Life. And reveal Boogie Pop.
Boogie Pop.
No guns.
All right,
Boogie Pop took a minute to make me like it,
Mhm.
whereas No Guns Life, episode 1, I'm like, oh my god, this is amazing.
Fair enough. So that it's 2-1 in favor of Boogie Pop, 1 in favor of No Guns Life. So that means the Boogie Pop will survive and No Guns Life is eliminated from the bracket. We now move back up into our semifinals. We have our 1 seed Oh Maidens in Your Savage Season versus our 3 seed Carol and Tuesday. Hold up 1 for Maidens and 2 for Tuesday.
2 for Tuesday.
And reveal Maidens.
Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Well,
All right.
huh?
Well. So that is 2 in favor of Carol and Tuesday, 1 in favor of O Maidens, which means that Carol and Tuesday will advance to our finals. We now move back down into our lower bracket. Losers round 4. We have our 4 seed Babylon versus our 2 seed Boogie Pop and others. Hold up 1 for Babylon and 2 for Boogie Pop. And reveal Babylon.
Boogie Pop.
Boogie Pop.
Alrighty.
Babylon has not hooked me as hard as it has you guys in the first episode. I'm interested, and I feel like it's going to be good, but they're kind of the same as far as how hooked I am at the beginning.
Mhm.
And I know Boogie Pop gets good. So
For sure. Alrighty, that's 2-1 in favor of Boogie Pop, which means Boogie Pop will advance to our 3rd place matchup, and Babylon is eliminated from the bracket. Our 3rd place matchup is going to be our 1 seed O Maidens and Your Savage Season versus our 2 seed Boogie Pop and others. Hold up 1 for Maidens and 2 for Boogie Pop. And reveal O Maidens.
Boogie Pop.
Maidens.
That is 2 in favor of O Maidens, 1 in favor of Boogie Pop, which means that O Maidens will survive to rise back up into our finals matchup, leaving Boogie Pop in 3rd place. Our finals matchup is a rematch between our 3 seed Carol and Tuesday and our 1 seed O Maidens and Your Savage Season to decide our AniFiles best anime of the year. Hold up 1 for Carol and Tuesday and 2 for O Maidens. Which would you rather watch?
Sorry. You've already done this though. This was the semifinals.
And reveal O Maidens.
Carol.
All right. So with the score of 2-1, Carol and Tuesday will become our AniFiles best anime of the year, perhaps more specifically most watchable. There's probably a little bit of subjectivity in that.
Yes.
Both excellent shows. So our final results for the AniFiles Anime of the Year Mega Bracket 2019. Tied for 9th place, How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift? The Promised Neverland, The Quintessential Quintuplets, and Dr. Stone. Tied for 7th place, Senryu Girl and Azure Lane. Tied for 5th place, Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin and No Guns Life. In 4th place was Babylon. In 3rd place is Boogie Pop and others. In 2nd place, O Maidens and Your Savage Season. And in 1st place, Carol and Tuesday. Which means that I actually do need to go through and watch it now because I haven't finished it yet. So, yeah, that is the AniFiles Anime of the Year.
I'm pretty happy with that.
I think it's probably a fine layout for the way it turned out.
Indeed.
Jesus
I think
fuck, Dean.
Sorry.
24 of 33 on the predictions.
Where I fucked up was I had Gundam going farther. Or I might have been 100%. If I didn't have Gundam going farther, 100%.
Yeah, man. You just, knocked that out of the park.
62 points. Very nice.
I came in last on the winner's bracket.
Picks. But you did score higher than I did, so.
No, I got a 15. Wait.
No, you scored 46 points because you got.
Oh, right.
You got
more of the late picks, correct? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these results. Oh.
It's reflected in my vote, of course. I think that, I think that O Maidens was better than Carol and Tuesday, but Carol and Tuesday, I think, is certainly top 3. So I'm not mad.
Yeah, the top 3 I'm pretty happy with. Again, my personal favorite of the 3 is Boogie Pop.
We all
also
had
very
similar. So. We all had very similar top 4s, with the exception of one. We each have a weird wild card one in our top 4. We have the same 3 otherwise.
Yep.
Chris put Azure Lane in the top 4. Ryan put Quince, and I put Mobile Suit Gundam.
Yeah, for some reason I was thinking that you liked Quince more than I guess you did.
I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it for what it was, but when compared with other anime that are more, it's not going to go as far.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I think
fair
it
enough.
benefited. I think it benefited from its competition in its season. For me,
Yeah, fair enough. Well, this has been episode 81 of AniFiles. We'll be back in 2 weeks. I believe it's 2 weeks. I actually don't have the schedule up. But I'm taking a break for Christmas. Then we'll be back to give our season recap, and we will be talking about Shinshuka Ichiban, our worst anime of the fall season. We'll be talking about our best anime of the season, which was Sharpie Fumes.
Azure Lane.
Wait, Azure Lane
Wait.
1?
Hang on 1 second.
I
Oh no,
can't-
I'm sorry. This was the
That can't
that
be
was
right.
the seeding. That was the seeding. First place for 2019 or anime of the year was pulling this up. Yeah. First place fall was Babylon.
Babylon, yeah. So Babylon. We'll be talking about Virtual Son some more, maybe, because it won our worst of the year. And depending on time, we may rewatch it or not. And then Carolyn Tuesday. And I guess you guys can watch the second half if you want. I don't know that I would require you to watch the second half, but I definitely recommend it.
I feel like watching it. It gives me a good excuse to watch the second half because I only was able to get through like the first half, so it gives me a good excuse to go
Yep.
to go watch it.
So we'll be talking about that in the other shows we watch. You can bet your ass I'll take a few minutes to promote the Belfast Titty Milk agenda some more.
Go for it, man. I want to go back and watch Azure Lane too.
And other shows like Fate. We didn't even talk about Fate because Fate sits in this weird place where it's like kind of a sequel, kind of not. But I've been watching it, so we're gonna talk about it.
It's a whole big franchise thing, and that can become sketchy.
We have reviewed Fate before because it was
So-
the first episode of the first season of that particular spinoff.
Yeah. And so really weird thing. The first episode of this spinoff was an OVA, which we didn't cover. And so I came in and I was like, technically this is a sequel. So that's
I'm not sure if I would count an OVA, but yeah, that is really weird territory. So
yeah. But yeah,
you also have a situation too where people are going to watch Fate if they want to watch Fate. So it's like our input on it isn't going to add as much to the conversation as it would for some of these other seasonal shows.
Yeah, that's true as well. Yeah, so check us out. 2 weeks talking about the season and the year as a whole.
Yeah. Watch the trailer for Megalobox.
Yeah, watch
It's
the trailer
hype as
for
fuck.
Megalobox too, definitely.
I haven't been on an episode since it.
Yeah.
Ooh, it looks hype.
I am looking forward to that. This show is available on Apple Podcasts or wherever great podcasts are distributed. Fuck, I don't have my notes open and I forget how the outro goes. We live stream this show on Twitch, twitch.tv/Exercy, and I upload the VODs to YouTube. The channel is AniFiles. Come over here, not over there. Webroot, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Oh my god.
The internet was a mistake.
No, Webroot was a mistake. That just gave me some. I didn't count them exactly, but something like a dozen pop-ups that Notion was trying to access the internet. It's like, no shit. You asked me the first 11 times.
That and JavaScript.
I got below my noise gate with that. that.
JavaScript makes me so angry. I'm
Me
constantly
too.
trying to turn on JavaScript. Dude, just build it in HTML5. Stop building websites in JavaScript. It's not HTML5 is just as you can it's
Well, not exactly.
not just as, but it is perfectly fine, and it also doesn't run a bunch of fucking scripts in my browser.
There's actually still a lot you can't do in just HTML. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, if you like this show, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/AniFiles. We have a Discord. Join us. Join it. Join us in it. Join us on Discord. Link in the show notes in the description of the video, or !Discord in chat, because I remembered to start the bot this week. And I did in the last 2 weeks. If you like this show, you can follow us on Twitter @FilesAnnie. And we are a product of alternative internet radio. You can find us and our other great shows at AIRAD.io. It's a lot of letters in a row. And you can follow the network on Twitter @AltNetRadio. I've been your host, Ryan. You can find me on Twitter @Xerxes and on AniList user Xerxes. Chris, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter @KRUEGER_Chris. You can also hear some of my past podcasting work on the backward-compatible.com podcast, Games and New Media with a Splash of Academia, and the Doc and Kruger Cast, the official podcast of Doc and Kruger Games.
And Dean?
Yes, I have a show on alternative internet radio as well. It's called You Can in other places. I'll be bringing it back in the new year. I originally intended to bring it back this week, but because of the various diseases with which I have been riddled and the fact that my back was still out at the beginning of the week, I have not had the opportunity. So Christmas coming up, everything like that, New Year's, I'm going to bring it back in the new year's when I'm going to do this, that I took for finals. So you can listen to, I guess, older.
Oh, my Discord seems to have completely locked up for me. That's fun. Are we back? We're back. It looks like we're back. Yeah?
Did the stream cut?
No, Discord just completely froze on my end.
Oh, huh.
And it was
Okay,
very
well.
definitely my end because my webcam even froze.
Mhm.
Did we ever decide on a catchphrase? Do we?
We did not.
I don't think so.
Podcast. We don't have a catchphrase.
Oh, we do have our default catchphrase, if you know which one I'm thinking of.
I know which one I'm thinking of.
I know which one I'm thinking of.
All right, on the count of three, we all say the one we're thinking of, or maybe not the count of three, but we'll wait for Ryan's usual cue.
All right, AniFiles cast members, let's say our catchphrase.
We
Let's
need a
do
better
our
outro.
best together.
You know what? I should have done that one.
What was your default?
We need a better outro.
Oh shit!
Going back to the old school, but I guess it was never one of our catchphrases. It's just one of the outros. But anyway,
Bye.